Circle address. I'm talking to the kids. What's your relation to this family, just so I know?
I'm their grandma. She didn't take her truck because you can see it in the driveway.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Her phone, the day card is still in the house.
Yeah. Betty, how many times do you think she's done that?
Well, she's come over to my house. Oh, 3-4 times this year.
All right.
But it's always been for a day.
So what I'd like to do is start where we always start, and that's the last place she was seen. I don't want to ask these kids for permission to go in the house, so I may have to call your son-in-law, talk to him on the phone, and see if he'll give me permission to go inside.
Betty would mention that she had been to the house earlier that day and noticed a few strange details. Amber's car was still in the driveway of the home, and her phone was left inside the house, as well as all of her credit cards and important documents. These minute details would prove to be much more important later on. Shortly after this call, Betty and her husband Ronald arrived at their daughter's home to meet with the police. It's here where Betty would reveal what she believed really happened to her daughter.
Hey, I'm Officer Crowley. Thanks for coming out. So I called him, but I left him a message. He didn't pick the phone up. So I can't just go inside without a warrant. I either need a warrant or permission to go inside the house. And that's not your residence, and I can't ask you for permission. Obviously, the kids are too young for me to ask for permission. So just want to do it the right way before anything else, if that makes sense.
Yep.
When's the last time that you saw the dog?
Saturday afternoon when I came to pick up the kids. They spent the night with me Saturday night.
Was there any problems at that point, or was it just pick the kids up? The kids are going to stay at our house for the weekend?
Everything was fine. She said, I hope you feel better. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
It's pretty...
Had there been any drinking at that point?
No, they drink in the evenings.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then no sign that there had been any argument or anything like that? Okay. As you can see, I don't want you to think that I jumped any conclusions, but I'm just trying to put like a kind of a piece of timeline and kind of behavior as well too.
According to Betty, the family typically had dinner together on the weekends, and although Keith and Amber occasionally argued, things never turned physical, at least not to her knowledge. But with no parents home, officers still couldn't legally enter the residence, so they continued speaking with Betty, hoping she'd reveal something that could explain Amber's sudden disappearance. Betty explained that Amber was highly active in the community, volunteering at her children's elementary school as the treasurer of the parent organization, and everyone around town knew her as a family-first mother, spending most of her time with her children. That's why Amber's disappearance was so puzzling. It simply wasn't like her to spontaneously leave her kids alone. But this confusion would only heighten when Betty showed officers something that made the case even more unsettling. A note suggesting Amber might have harmed herself.
The note is what concerns us.
Do you mind if I read that?
I don't have a problem with it.
Is this a copy of it, or is this...
Yes, I made a copy. I don't know. This is the original.
Okay.
I didn't want to...
Just for my report, I'm going to have to take the original for evidence for property at some point, okay?
Okay.
But I'm going to sit and read this in the meantime.
The note Betty had discovered earlier read in part,
I haven't been the best wife. I deserve everything and all the horrible thoughts you think of me. I have always had it in my mind. Make sure my mom has to identify my body. Everyone would be better off without me.
At first glance, the note appears as a tragic, heartfelt goodbye. Amber seemingly detailing years of self-doubt, despair, and emotional pain. But something about this note didn't align with what police knew about Amber. According to her mother, whenever Amber and Keith fought, Amber always stayed at her parents' house and had never just disappeared. Certainly not without contacting her family first. And although Betty clarified that her daughter had a history of self-harm ideation and emotional struggles, the note's tone sounded off. Especially the disturbingly specific instructions for her own mother to identify her body, which seemed strangely cruel. To investigators, these unusual details hinted at the chilling possibility that the note wasn't exactly what it appeared. They began to suspect Amber might not have written these words freely. Something wasn't right. So based on these signs, officers decided to speak with Betty again, this time on the oddities found inside the note.
Do you think it's something that, would he harm her in any way? Would you have any either information or inkling that that might happen? No, okay. If she had walked away, I mean, I'm just wondering where else or how far she could have gone.
She has walked to our house. We're in 70.
Yeah.
When she's been drinking and
I understand. Of course.
She's made it that
I agree.
far.
That's why I'm so concerned.
That's right.
And that's why I searched Sunrise Park, because that's the closest park to here. And I don't know why in my head it's, you're not gonna do it in your home. You might do it with your
Yeah.
Betty would also find the note strange, but doesn't think Keith would have anything to do with Amber's disappearance. At this point, nothing makes sense. So, without any further clues, officers decide to move to the next step in their investigation, searching the property. As we know, without the homeowner's permission, officers still can't go inside the house without a proper search warrant. Fortunately, by using the kids, they were able to get on the phone with Amber's husband, Keith, hoping to get the permission they needed.
Dad?
The cops are here and they want to talk to you.
This is Keith.
Yes, this is Keith.
Keith, this is Officer Crowley with the Aurora Police. How are you?
I'm alright, boss. How are you?
I'd like to go over a couple series of events and then ask you for permission if I could go inside your house. And where we start searches is the last place she was seen, and that would be your house. But I don't have a warrant, and I'm asking you for permission to go inside your house too.
Go ahead, man.
Luckily, Keith seemed to have no problem letting officers search his home. While one officer continued his conversation with Keith, another would immediately begin searching the property, completely unaware they were both minutes away from uncovering the horrifying truth. But before we continue, it's worth noting that covering stories like this, you realize just how much people are forced to carry. Fear, trauma, even the day-to-day burden of surviving. And sometimes that weight shows up in other ways too, like debt. Do you feel crushed by debt? Those high-interest loans, that mountain of credit card debt, or even the overwhelming medical bills? All the debt that has been keeping you up at night could be gone quicker than you think. Imagine being debt-free, not in 10 years, but in as little as just 2 years. Think about that relief. You can finally feel free. PDS Debt are experts at making this happen. They know precisely how to negotiate with the companies you owe, strategically working to get you a resolution where you owe them significantly less and can be relieved of your debt. They listen to your unique situation to create a personalized plan that works, regardless of your credit score. There's no minimum required to see how they can help you. They tackle credit card debts, personal loans, collections, medical bills, finding the right solution to save you money and get you debt-free faster, putting you back in control. And their results speak for themselves. PDS Debt holds an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, boasts hundreds of 5-star reviews on Google and Trustpilot. That's because they've helped tens of thousands of people break free of debt. Stop living in debt. The officers was about to search the family's home, with no idea just how close they were to discovering the gruesome scene hidden in plain sight.
So Keith gave verbal consent for us to go in the house. I'm just gonna go in. If you want to come with me,
I will,
because I'd like you to show me.
Dog
Okay. Where did you find the notebook?
in the garage.
In the
That's why
garage,
they
okay.
literally live there.
Okay, let's start there then.
Yeah.
So Keith, in a bigger picture, what's going on?
Man, me and Amber drink a lot, and we fight a lot, and she likes to walk away, or actually drive away, and I took her keys from her, so she couldn't drive away. She grabbed her purse, slammed her phone on the ground, and left, and I have not seen her since.
Did you actually see her leave, or you just assumed she left?
No, sir. I begged her to stay on the couch. We fought a little bit more, and I said, well, whatever, Amber, you sleep out there on the couch, I'm going inside. And I went inside. I don't know, it was like 2 or 3 in the morning, and then when I woke up at 9, 10 o'clock Sunday morning, there was a letter on the fucking coffee table.
Has she ever threatened to hurt herself in the past, or was this? Oh, she has.
For the last 5 years, it's been her go-to. And that's what I try to tell her grandma and grandpa, too, is she does this to me all the time, almost every weekend. She'll leave, and then she won't come back till Monday or Tuesday. And then my kids get all mad at me because I let her back in.
I hope you don't mind me asking you personal questions, but is it possible she's seeing somebody else and she stays there?
Oh, for sure she is. She's been, that's another thing. That's why we fight all the time. She's been seeing somebody for about 5 years now. And she don't pay our bills. That's why we always fight, man.
Based on Keith and Betty's statements, both were aware Amber had struggled emotionally in the past. but neither realized just how serious the situation had become or how tragically wrong their assumptions would soon turn out to be.
Where exactly was the book when you found it? Right there. Okay. And you recognized her handwriting?
Yes.
Okay.
It's unmistakable to
Okay.
respect.
Okay, this argument, I mean, you guys are arguing about her seeing somebody, or were you guys arguing about lots of stuff?
Well, that always comes into play, but this particular argument was about her not paying my mortgage for 6 months. I give her all my money. I just cash my check and she pays all the bills. And lately she hasn't been paying our bills.
Hey, Keith, did it get physical at all, or was it just arguing?
Yeah, we've been physical a couple times, but I want to say Saturday night, no.
You know, this is a fair question. Is there any chance that you hurt her in any way?
I fucking hope not, dude. I fucking hope not. But yeah, there's a possibility. I mean, I'm hoping not, but like I said, I don't remember shit. Me and Amber go through this shit all the time, and she always comes back.
Okay.
The only thing I'm worried about is she always goes to her fucking mom's house. She doesn't go anywhere. She does go somewhere else, but she always ends up at her mom's house.
Listening carefully to Keith's account, the officer initially found him credible as he described an argument about money and Amber's alleged infidelity. But the officer's concern grew when Keith admitted he'd been heavily intoxicated and couldn't remember if things turned physical. Suddenly, the possibility that Amber hadn't actually walked away became disturbingly real. Officers now suspected more clues were hidden inside the home. A drunken fight, maybe getting physical. Whatever happened, the answers were likely somewhere inside.
He gave me permission. I have it on my body camera. Recorded it. Okay. He gave me full permission to look in the house. So, are these guys?
They let him out.
Are they generally friendly?
Normally, yes.
Okay, good. Just 'cause did we look in there?
It doesn't
So
open.
it doesn't look like it's been disturbed because there's debris on the top of it, but we want to work on opening it?
Yeah.
Gloves. Yeah.
As officers continued their search, their body language indicated something was off. Careful not to alarm the family, neither officers openly acknowledged it yet, but they both recognized the unmistakable stench hanging in the air, the odor of decay. At this point, the only thing they were looking for was the source of that disturbing smell.
Is that finished off up top? You're kind of like a flat.
No, it's just that.
It's right here.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Gun?
Oh.
Magazine. Okay. Do we want to call someone? Yeah.
1 second.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll have you stay inside, please.
She's in there.
Inside the trash can in the garage was a gun, and underneath that was Amber's decaying body with a gunshot wound to the head, discarded with the rest of the garbage. This was now a crime scene, and police immediately began to suspect that this was far from self-inflicted.
But when I searched the house, my feeling was, something funky. I looked in that trash bin.
Okay.
There was nothing in it.
Well, when was that? When did?
I was here about 9 a.m.
Okay.
There was not, I would have noticed that.
Okay.
The top was the carpets, and because of the smell, I literally watched it.
I'm just gonna
Too
stay
many
here.
forensic files. It was not there. So somebody's been here,
Okay.
and the kids were sleeping, and they are unaware of being here.
Okay.
But so somebody
Okay.
did that.
Okay.
Ready? What's your first name? Ron. Can you get the kids and just go wait in your house?
Strangely, although Betty had noticed the same foul odor of decay earlier, she didn't realize its implications, instead believing, or perhaps choosing to believe, that all this concern was simply because of the firearm police discovered in the trash can. Betty didn't know it yet, but her statement would soon cast serious suspicion on her, making detectives question whether she herself had played a role in Amber's death. For now, though, officers had to secure the area and move Amber's family away from the gruesome scene.
I don't want the kids to see.
I mean, this isn't nice. So, if you lift here, I mean, obviously there's a gun there, but if you lift here, you can see her foot. She weighs about 170 pounds. Right there, where your hand is. See? There's the body. Yeah. So, I called Reno. He's calling MCU, and I know he sent you too.
While officers waited for the Major Crimes Unit to arrive and process the scene for forensic evidence, they began to grapple with several troubling inconsistencies surrounding Amber's family. Keith had admitted to being heavily intoxicated the night Amber disappeared. He couldn't say for certain whether his argument with Amber had turned violent, only that things had gotten heated, and that much of the night was a blur. But Keith wasn't the only one officers considered a suspect. Amber's mother, Betty, claimed she had checked the trash can earlier that morning and had seen no sign of Amber's body or the gun. Yet, just hours later, both appeared right there in plain sight, exactly where she swore she'd already searched. Even stranger to officers was Betty's demeanor. Despite the horrifying situation unfolding around her and the possibility that her daughter had taken her own life, she remained unusually calm, at times even casual. And then there was the note. Supposedly written by Amber, its wording struck investigators as strange, too composed, almost performative. Still, in a situation as dark and desperate as contemplating suicide, people sometimes write in ways that defy logic or expectations. At this point, everyone's stories seemed suspiciously incomplete, and anyone could be responsible in the eyes of detectives. Investigators started realizing that Amber's murder might be far more complicated than they initially thought. So, to investigate these disturbing possibilities, police knew they'd soon need to sit down with Amber's family and carefully interview each member to uncover who might be hiding something. But before doing that, officers needed to finish one crucial step: a final, thorough search of the Zotto home, carefully looking for any signs of violence or attempted cover-up. And sure enough, it didn't take long before they started noticing blood spatter throughout the house.
So a lot of these carpet pieces, I wonder if the carpet went all the way back. Or, I didn't see like spattered.
I know, right?
So the book was right here. There was space open with the last page showing, and that bill was on top of it. No red pen. Got blood on the light switch. We've got a lot of blood on the sink.
Yeah, so we left it the way we found it as well, too. The way the door was when we searched. But yeah, she found a little bit of obvious blood in the kitchen and the sink as well, too, so.
Within minutes, officers found clear evidence that something violent had occurred before Amber's body ended up in the trash can. Their first sign that foul play was likely involved. Additionally, the Major Crimes Unit documented critical forensic evidence, including the silver revolver found over Amber's concealed body, blood spatter around the trash can, and debris deliberately placed to hide her remains. Despite these findings pointing towards foul play, detectives still needed clarity on whether Amber's death was a premeditated act or the result of a heated argument that spiraled violently out of control. But they had two major issues issues preventing them from answering this crucial question. First, Keith was nowhere to be seen, and his phone had gone completely unreachable. Second, and most important, detectives had yet to determine exactly who was responsible, because at this point, several people remained under suspicion, including Amber's mother and even her own children. Police didn't know it yet, but in the coming hours, these questions would be fully answered, and the case would take a completely unexpected turn. So, to fill in these gaps, all of Amber's closest family members were transported to the police station for questioning. Detectives hoped they could uncover each member's potential motives, credibility, and who was hiding secrets, and finally reveal who might actually be responsible for Amber's murder.
I don't want to falsely alarm you, but I also believe in being as honest as we can with loved ones. We may have found Amber.
No.
Yeah, but we're not completely sure yet, Ron.
Just do it. Just do it.
We're not pointing fingers or making accusations at this time, but is there any reason Keith would hurt her?
I don't know. I really don't. I wish I could tell you more. I don't.
Either accidentally or intentionally, would he hurt or kill her? If he were to mistreat her, would she protect him?
She probably would.
So I went out there and I seen the letter, it was a 4.5 page note. And it's very important. I looked in that trash bin.
Okay.
It had an ungodly trash odor, honestly. But I tried to, there's some carpet squares were on the top. I tried to lift up, make sure there was nothing under it.
Okay.
Not that, I don't know what I was expecting, but I did. So I absolutely looked in that bin.
Okay.
I thought that'll be important. And didn't see anything, and I went out.
Let's talk a little bit about, I guess, the fighting and what do you know why?
Yeah, I do know why.
Okay.
My mom cheats on my dad, and like she's not good at it, I guess. Okay. And like so he finds out, and then they just go at it because she like tries to lie about it.
Okay.
Like he has evidence of her doing it, and so like it's like yeah.
Okay. And the last Saturday is in just a couple days ago?
Yeah, last Friday was the last time I seen her.
Okay. Did you talk to her at all on the phone or anything?
No, she came over for dinner because my grandma was cooking dinner, and she came over and we had dinner, and then she left, and then yeah.
And then you were there
From
Saturday.
Friday all the way to Sunday.
Okay.
After speaking with Amber's family, investigators finally had some clarity. Betty remained adamant she'd checked that trash can that morning, insisting the gun and Amber's body weren't there, which made her case seem more suspicious. Meanwhile, Amber's father, Ronald, was shocked by his daughter's death and found it was hard to believe Keith was capable of harming her. As for Amber's children, Annabelle explained they'd both been staying at their grandparents' house during the weekend, clarifying why they didn't hear the gunshot that ended their mother's life. However, Annabelle's unusual calmness and detailed awareness of her parents' unstable marriage raised some concerns about exactly what else the children might know or could still be protecting. After concluding the interviews, investigators were preparing to search for Keith Zotto, the one critical piece still missing. But just before they could act, they received unexpected news from Keith's sister, Susan Ross. It turns out Keith had visited her just hours earlier, and what he confessed would finally expose the horrifying truth behind Amber's murder.
I saw my brother park up there, and so I got the dogs out. And I didn't know the front door was open, and he just came in, and I seen it on his face, and he goes, "You know, I don't hate you." That was the first thing out of his mouth. And I said, "I know, I love you. You're my best friend."
Okay.
And then I said, "It's Amber that's trying to keep us apart."
Okay.
And he just looked at me and started crying. And I said, "Oh my God, what did you do?"
Okay.
And I asked him if Amber was okay. And then he looked at me and he said, "You know what, I don't remember anything."
Okay.
I just remember waking up and seeing her on the ground.
Okay.
I asked him what the hell happened to tell me what he did.
Okay.
He said they'd been drinking and fighting all night.
Okay.
It was over money, I guess. Keith opened some bills and found out that the house had been foreclosed on.
Okay.
And then Amber pulled out the gun. And he hit my brother with it. And then Keith said he took it away. And it just happened like that. He said he blinked his eyes and that was it. He said I blinked my eyes too and I opened them and I seen her on the ground.
Susan's testimony finally cleared up everything for investigators. Keith himself admitted he'd woken up from a blackout to find Amber dead and openly acknowledged a violent confrontation that spiraled completely out of control. It was now clearer than ever that Keith Zotto was at the heart of Amber's murder, and it was time to track him down. Just a couple of hours after detectives left Susan's house, Aurora police received a call they never expected. Keith Zotto had surfaced at his sister's house again, ready to surrender. By now, officers knew Keith had already killed once, and for all they knew, he was still armed and dangerous. So they came prepared. A SWAT team descended upon the location, ready to take Keith down if he made even the slightest wrong move.
It's gotta be up one more.
It's this one, right?
7-9?
7-9 is this one.
All right. Sorry. Ready? Watch out, Bubba.
It's over your head!
Front door. Ma'am, come to me.
Going out.
I see him. Come to me.
Going out. Turn right.
Point to me. Come to me.
I got a guy out. Got him.
Hands up. Everybody hands up, please. Very good. Walk to my voice. Go hands up.
Stop. Just you. Just walk towards me, nice and easy. Okay? All right. We'll talk to you in a... No, we're not. We're not gonna hurt him. Okay? Walk towards me. No. Just keep walking. Walk towards this guy.
Very good. You're good, man. Very good. Very good. Right here. Sit right there, man. Yes, sir. Long guns. Yeah, feel free to go ahead of me here.
It all looks normal.
Bro, if you just want to hold it, I'll be back with you.
You guys good?
Is that your mom, and who else is the other lady? Gotcha. Okay, man. Very good. We appreciate you coming out, bud. We'll explain it all to you, okay? Okay, buddy. Okay. Okay, there you go.
Remember, but...
Finally, after hours of uncertainty, Keith Zotto surrendered to Aurora police without incident. He was immediately taken into custody and formally processed for the murder of his wife, Amber. Keith would go on to admit to killing Amber late Saturday night, claiming his gun accidentally went off during a drunken argument over money and infidelity. Though he insisted he couldn't remember placing her body in the trash or concealing the crime, Keith accepted responsibility for her death. However, Betty's earlier statement surrounding the infamous trash can remained unclear, and investigators were never able to determine why she didn't see the gun or Amber's body that morning. In May of 2021, Keith Zotto was found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole.
No.
Like today?
Live by herself, or do you know?
A lady lives there.
There's a man deceased in her yard.
He what?
Yeah, he's dead right there.
In her yard?
Yeah.
Oh, my. Is he black? My daughter said heard somebody arguing last night.
Last night?
He said, who you calling her? Called me another one. She said, Mom, it wasn't fireworks. She said it was a gun.
We on the 6th right now. We down the hill though. East Baltimore exactly. You heard me. Down here on Glover Street. You heard me, 600 block. And like my sister on this block, you know. the gun violence. I got shot 5 times. That's why they call me Tupac. Right.
You risking your life. Either you going to jail or you gonna lose your life out there. Feel me? That's, man, get that up, bro. Get that up.
The street still ain't where it's at. It might look, they make it look good. This ain't good at all.
This is in East Baltimore. Police say they arrived on the scene just before 7:30 tonight and found 4 men shot.
Baltimore police actually responded to another shooting earlier this evening at Clifton Park Terrace, where they say they found a female victim suffering from gunshot wounds. Police say they have a suspect in custody.
Saturday, there were 3 homicides. Sunday, multiple people were shot, making it another violent weekend in Baltimore.
Y'all know what's up, man. They know who it is, man. Ball 7, the biggest. You heard me. Block Monsters Empire, you feel me? We down the hill. Matter of fact, we on the 6th right now. We down the hill, bro. East Baltimore, exactly. You heard me. Down here on Glover Street. You heard me, 600 block. East Baltimore. Shit, it's rough. You heard me. Ain't like any other hood, for real. We struggle the same. You heard me. It ain't no different nowhere else. You heard me, the same shit, but it's a little, I say it is a little harder though, because it's East Baltimore, you heard me, they say the east side niggas cruddier than the west side niggas, so it's a little harder, but any city in Baltimore dangerous. Don't let them get that, you feel me? They be trying to say this hood dangerous and this, all this shit dangerous, you heard me? Definitely gotta move different. Keep your head on the swivel, watch your surroundings, always go with your first instinct, real shit. Got some of the monsters right here, you feel me? The originals, you heard me. Originals, man. This is my twin right here, Big Twan. They know what the fuck going on, you heard me.
No, they know what the business is.
Well, shit, matter of fact, we gonna walk down here though, on the 4. I'm gonna take y'all to the 4, the original block, you feel me? Where at first, everything all started at, you feel me? This shit ain't what it used to be though, but it's still here, we still up, you heard me? The ones that's here, we making this shit positive, you heard me? Shit. But this our neighborhood. We ready to let y'all see how we live down here, you feel me? We ready to walk to our corner store first, you feel me? This one of our stores, but this ain't the original store. We gonna take y'all to the original store, right? This the 6 right here, that's where we at. All this shit out though, you heard? Down the hill. Walking all through this bit. Used to be shit right here, houses. Our church was right here and all that. That shit knocked down now when we was kids. We used to have a creek. We used to have a creek on the side of the church. We used to play basketball on that thing. We was young. Yeah. Then we can't afford no fuck us right now. We on our shit. We grinding. Then we ready out of this bitch. Yeah. Real shit. No, we ain't even going in there yet. We going straight. Yeah, we going straight come back up and go in there. Yeah.
That's how old store, but
real shit.
We got that bit. That's how we got that bit. Nah.
We went from store to store. We was down here, we went to this store. We done seen the people change up in them stores so many times. Yeah.
Real shit.
But them and there, they been in there for a minute. This store down here, though.
Man, any store, they really love it, though.
Real shit.
We bring them money, bring us money.
Real shit. Hey, yo, look, check us out right here. We right here, Block Monsters. This shit stacked all over this bitch, you heard me? The gas station, free P-bar, the biggest, you heard me? 400, you feel me? You know how we come, we stacked all over here. We got shit over, my name over here, matter of fact, look, watch this. Right here, look. The biggest. 7. Forever Pooty, man. Forever Pooty chain. Big 7 right there, stacked, shit been right there for 10 years. And this our store right here, they know this store. This store been on YouTube for a minute, but it was yellow and blue. You can see the little shits, man. They just painted it over. We wore this bitch out. Yeah, look at it. See how our store look, yeah. See how our store look, yeah. Yeah. I'm bringing them a tour in the store. YouTube, let me watch. You feel me? This is our original store. Since we was kids, we was running up in here, yeah. That's how we do, you feel me? Cool little snacks, you come in here, get your snacks, you feel me? You know, when you kids, all this shit was cheap. 25 cents, this shit, 50, 79 cents now. I remember. It's the original store right here. It used to look different than this. They put that little blocked off shit right there. And all that. They used to look way different than this. It used to look crazy in here, man. Yeah. Yeah, shit. Look crazy in this bitch, man. Original block, yeah. My man Marty straight one day, he was locked up, matter of fact. Cause Marty been rapping since he was a kid for it. So anyway, long story short, he was straight came home one day, he was in my basement, he just let me hear his rap. This before he even dropped no status, his first song, yeah, we straight in my basement, he like, yeah bro, I got this joint we gonna run with, Block Monsters Entertainment, you heard? And then ever since then we start Block Monsters, you heard? We Block Monsters ever since then. We've been running with it and we turned it up. Yeah. Like, when I moved in, my first time moving in the house over there on Lakewood, for real, my cousin, he straight lived with me. He had that studio in the basement. You feel me? I used to go in there and fuck with him, watch him make beats. So that made me start writing little raps down. I was a kid, real shit. I used to write little raps down. Then, when I met Marty, I didn't know he can rap. Like, we was kids. He used to walk around the hood singing this one rap he wrote. He used to say it to everybody. And then we used to sit on my front, straight making songs and shit, for real. That shit used to be fun, bro. We did a little piano, for real, sit up there and make a song. And then we really started doing rap south, for real. We really started going to the studio.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely, especially like back in the day when I used to be on Federal Street. Right. Oh my God, Federal and Dallas was one. Yeah, it was like one of the worstest. Right. It was like one of the worstest little areas and stuff back in the day. Yeah. Right. But shit, I got shot 5 times. That's why they call me Tupac. Right. So I got the outlaw.
Shit, real OG still stand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Look.
Right, yeah.
That's some real fair and dance type shit like that. You can't even see, believe it or not, back in the day, you couldn't even talk about this name of street over East Baltimore.
It's so crazy though. They don't know. That's how I be getting all my Jews. I be talking to the OGs and the old heads. They be dropping the Jews.
Talk to me on Tupac.
They can tell you how to survive.
Yeah, you can talk to me, man. Most definitely. I be putting a lot of guys. When I got shot 5 times, I got up off the ground. And across the alley. And believe it or not, it was some guys that I was working with. I was getting a lot of money, and they got a little jealous. Right. You know what I mean? And it was actually, it was actually guys that I used to be with. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, that's the way we rolled. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? It was too serious out here back then. Shit.
I really saw niggas get killed, like really stood over top. Like fall on the ground, I seen the whole thing. You heard, like I'm watching a movie, real shit. But I was a kid, this before. I ain't seen other niggas get shot now, but when that was my first time ever seeing somebody get killed, bro. I was like probably like 12, 11. Niggas be numb as kids to this shit, like. So it didn't really fuck me up for real, you feel me? Like, but now I still, I don't know. Like, we would never know, bro, because we don't talk to people and like express ourselves and shit, you feel me? Niggas hold that shit in it. Feel me? We probably ought to go to a therapist and shit, because we be really thinking shit normal. Like, some shit don't be normal for us. Real shit. Yeah, I lost a couple, probably like 4 or 5 homeboys that I really love too. Like, 2 of them I saw on the ground, you feel me? My man Guy, saw him, you feel me? That shit scarred a nigga, but it numb a nigga too, because the next person, you feel me? You might lose somebody else, you feel me? I done lost niggas to ODs, car crashes, all type of shit, you feel me? So you will never get to grieve for one, you feel me? And then if it just keep repeating itself, you gonna get numb to the shit, you feel me? Don't get me wrong, some people I really cried for though, like I cried when he died, you feel me? Like drop a tear, but it's like still like we don't grieve the right way, you feel me? Like we don't grieve the right way, cause we still be thinking of that shit. Like once you grieve, you gotta really like that's when you accept it, you feel me? I don't never think we accept it yet. I don't know. That's why you gotta, you feel me? That's why they be saying we got PTSD and shit. We really do. Living in these fucked up environments, I'm telling you. That's why my child ain't gonna be nothing, nowhere around that shit, you heard me? Real shit, that's why we grinding on the rat tip, trying to get the fuck away from here, you heard me? So our kids don't like to see this shit, you feel me? Real shit. I lost my sister right here, bro, on this block to gun violence, you feel me? We grew up together, you feel me? My baby Q, the pimp, she like the pink, so we put the pink there right there. Little guy put the black there right there. Damn, yo. Yeah, shit, every time I come out here, I think, yo, he got shot, you feel me? This happened. Last year. Yeah, last year. Yeah, last year. Feel me? Her birthday coming up in 5 days. She about to turn 30. Feel me? Yeah, man. Feel me? One of my babies right here, you feel me? One of the original, you heard me, up down the hill, original, you heard me.
GTS shit,
You know I be coming here. Feel me? You feel me? Yeah, man. You feel me? Yeah. Missed the shit out of my baby, yeah.
Good to see you. Y'all take care. Stay slow.
Okay, mama.
Nothing out here going on.
Right. Definitely nothing out here. Oh, I go on. Come on, yo. Take us to our new store, yo. This the one right here. This the store right here. My man back here. And I don't be fucking with. What's up, y'all?
Something, how are you?
Cool, yo.
Good.
Man got the Supreme hat on and all. Yeah, yo, you know what's up, yo.
Outside that door, Mom.
Yeah.
What it is, baby?
Yeah, nigga, yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to tell him we spent some real fight down here. You think it's a gang, yeah. Yeah, shit. Probably ain't going up this year, yeah. You know.
Bitch, you fam just dead 7 months. Came back dragging on niggas. Yeah. We out here down Global for real. Down the hill. I niggas know what's up.
This shit happening though, right now. You not in effect, you heard?
What was you talking about? We were saying if somebody from the hood told, can they still come back out here?
Fuck no. Niggas dead at that. Once you tell you dead to everybody, you heard? That shit is over with. Real shit.
Man,
I don't fuck with no rats.
fuck what you is. Now step out here, you gon' tell. Stay your dumb ass in the house.
That shit. There be a lot of niggas telling, G. Yeah. So all they do, look, they be in this area exactly, like down the hill, this area is one of the most crime rates. Right. And we ain't doing nothing but shooting villa all there. Come over here and try to fuck with us and all, I'm telling you.
That nigga sit right here for 5 hours. 50 babies that went missing, and 20 niggas.
They don't be doing their job. That's why niggas don't respect them. Like, they gotta start doing shit like, and being for the community. They don't really be for the community. You feel? They really be scared for real. You feel me? They ain't protecting us. They protecting their damn self. You heard?
They be jumping out on niggas out here too.
Hell yeah. It's just the undercovers. You feel me? They ride around. They don't got the police shit on. They just got vests on. They probably in an unmarked car. You feel me? And they be full in there. And they on straight bullshit. They don't act like the regular police. You feel me? They straight jumping out on you, harass you for real. Yeah. But I know I would say they probably call them the undies and shit like that. You feel me? That's the unmarked ones. You feel me? They drive in the regular car. That's the knockers if y'all don't know. They be on bullshit.
So what side would y'all say the most dangerous in Baltimore though?
East for sure. East definitely for sure. Feel me? They say East the cruddy side, West you get the money side, you feel me? But we get money over here.
Niggas don't know how to work together.
Yeah, that's all it be.
West niggas know how to niggas they be together, you feel me? Over here we grind. Cause over here is one nigga eating. We might be 20 niggas with pounds in the bag.
I'm telling you, that be real shit. Cause they be working together, they be having unity, you feel me? That's the only thing about East and West, bro. They really stick
together. We might be on this block. A nigga might see the police right there and don't see nothing. And
right.
Still let a nigga get that shit just be fucked up. Niggas
like East side niggas just different, real shit.
Niggas was definitely getting backdoored though. They ain't gonna see like niggas don't be getting backdoored though.
That iron slinging everywhere.
100%.
That shit ain't just. Yeah, one thing in Baltimore, niggas getting killed everywhere. County, city, anywhere.
It's just certain parts of this shit happening a little differently.
Yeah, and there's more crime, you feel me? You wanna learn how to move the shit you around, you feel me? You want that to most people. Like, smart ones, you heard me? Like us, we adapted to the shit and had to, you feel me? So now niggas know how to move niggas. Want their shit, you heard me? I'm telling y'all, niggas. This shit, that's the nigga get out of here. I'm telling you, if you want to get rich, come find me. You want something like that. Just remember that. A year from now, I just know I'm gonna be knocking out some goals. I'm gonna be at least 10 steps ahead of where I'm at right now. You feel me? One goal I got right now, I'm trying to get my little landscaping shit up, my little landscape business up and running. You feel me? I'm gonna do that by the summertime. That shit easy. Because I'm already on it. You feel me? I got the landscaping business. So get at my page on Instagram. Cooks Landscaping LLC. You feel me? And have that up and running. That's the main goal that I'm really trying. That's the main goal that I'm really trying to knock off. You feel me? And that's the only way I'm telling y'all. But look, this how I'm gonna be real with a lot of people. Like some shit is what you make it. You get what I'm saying? Like you gotta make yourself have opportunities. You feel? I know they ain't handed to you and shit, but you niggas can make like you got a good support system, bro, and you can do whatever you want, bro. I'm telling you. I don't knock the people that don't got good support and shit like that, you feel me? But if you got a good ass support system, bro, you can do that shit. You heard me? Real shit, bro. I be tired of people keep saying, yeah, man, right here. Let me see money, you niggas know how we feel. Straight up. Block, bro. Block, bro. Shit. Yeah. But yeah, that's what it's what you make it, bro. Niggas be having a little opportunity and then probably like go with the peer pressure, you feel me? Cause peer pressure, motherfucker, you feel me? Like niggas be getting pulled into certain shit, you feel me? Like certain people be having to do this shit. You get what I'm saying? No, we was just talking about that, Chris. We was talking about the when we was fussing at PD about the niggas. He was like, yeah, niggas can do that. We like, no, bro. Certain people don't got opportunity to do that type of shit, bro. You feel me? Yeah, chances. You get what I'm saying? Like everybody don't got chances to, you feel me, to do shit. You feel me? And got shit handed to him. You feel me? You feel me?
Motherfucker got life, his niggas are dead. People wish they had another chance. Niggas better take their chances.
It's like once you enter certain shit and do shit, you can't look back for that shit.
Tell you what to do. Go get it. You want it, go get it.
So do what you like to do, what you learn to do, and really do that shit, bro. And take care of your family, because that's what it's all about. I'm telling you. Certain of us, we have to do the shit we had to do. Like, niggas ain't had opportunities and shit. You feel me? So we had to jump out here. You feel me? Niggas ain't ready to see their mother struggling or their little sister hungry or, you feel me? Niggas jumping out there and get some money. You hear me? That's the only way I know right now. I'm a kid. I can't get no fucking job. I'm 15. You feel me? I can't get no job. Maybe go sell some drugs. I've been looking at this shit since I was a little ass kid. I've been seeing people hand in hand. So you think I'm not ready to go do that? You feel me? Like, I'm telling you, that's what, and they be knocking all our reps down. You feel me? Taking all the schools. Like, that shit be dumb for real, bro. Right, and then wonder why niggas stand on the corner all day. You heard, we don't got shit to do. Niggas ain't got shit to do. We been doing this shit since kids, bro. Standing out here, bro. We ain't never had no rack or nothing to go and fucking play in the rack and shit. You feel me? Real shit, bro. Like, you think we ain't ready? You feel me? Like, that's why I be saying the government and they don't be really looking out for us, bro. They put us in these places for us so we can stay down here and down this low. I'm telling you, real, so we can kill each other, real shit. That's why we gotta get out on our unity shit, bro. Like, real shit, we gotta start sticking together, bro. I've been going through a lot of shit. Honestly, I'm tired of shit, but I've been pushing through it. I've been thinking about the finer shit, and I can't see my son. That be hurting the inside.
Now I'm gonna hear your whole ass rap, bro. You ain't tell no lies, though.
would you define Scientology?
A family destroying human trafficking cult. When you die, it's just your body that died. You as a Thetan just jump into another body.
So I was born in Scientology. From the very first breath that I took, I was in the billion-year contract.
Pledging themselves lifetime after lifetime for 1 billion years.
Pat Harney, you gotta relax. This is public, right? You open it up. All are welcome. Whoa. Wait, where's the private property line?
You need to leave right now.
Don't
It's
touch
private
me.
property.
Don't touch me.
It's private property. You need to leave right now.
How's the CEO treating you? We can help you get out if you want to.
Get out.
Don't push
You're
me.
trespassing.
Where's the line?
Okay.
Where's the line?
Pepper spray. Now you get out or I'm gonna use it. Before I begin exposing one of America's most notorious cults and reveal to you what they do behind closed doors, first let's get you up to speed on what this religion is. Scientology is a religion that was started by L. Ron Hubbard, a man who also happens to have the Guinness World Record for being one of the most published science fiction writers of all time. It's a bit of a complicated religion, so bear with me, folks. It's based on the premise that a galactic overlord named Xenu brought billions of beings to Earth millions of years ago, chucked them into volcanoes, exploded them with bombs, and created creatures called Thetans, which essentially is this invisible spirit that attaches itself to you and is responsible for all of the negative things in your life, ranging from anxiety, addiction, emotional pain, and more. And the only way to remove these pesky Thetans from your body is to follow L. Ron Hubbard's foolproof process. His methods involve paying boatloads of money to the church for courses called auditing classes, and even signing yourself up for a lucrative billion-year contract to the church. This cult has a shocking list of charges against it made by former members who allege the following. From the age of 2 on, you sometimes saw your parents only once a week.
Yeah.
I remember we had one nanny. She was like 16 years old, and she was like stuck with like infants. Like,
it was, that whole thought process pretty much just stopped at the point where I was like, I don't know what to do about this.
In order to investigate this religion for ourselves, we head to Scientology's 2 main hubs, Clearwater, Florida, and Los Angeles, California. What we find is a world guarded by secrecy. We have numerous clashes with church security, we hear heartbreaking stories from former members who were born into the religion, and we observe how Scientology has put a stranglehold on the city of Clearwater. Folks, truth is the most powerful weapon we have against lies, manipulation, and corruption. This is what Scientology does not want you to see. Folks, before I stick my boot up Scientology's ass, I got an announcement for you. These sweatshirts that have sold out many times, we finally restocked. We also have a gray version right here, a new colorway, and also one of my favorite t-shirts we ever made from the Underworld collection on the website, TommyJimmy.com. See you guys there. Between Clearwater and Los Angeles, this is where Scientology is primarily located. We're going undercover to start this operation, and we'll be boots on the ground here in Clearwater, Florida. These guys get $50 a week. Yeah. They need a union in Scientology, huh?
It feels like we're in like a nuclear testing town, almost.
But look, like the Scientology people on the roof right there, maybe trying to sign $1 billion contract to Sea Org for $50 a week.
I have been helping people who have been abused or defrauded by Scientology.
This is Mark Bunker, a journalist, activist, city councilman, and Clearwater resident who spent over 2 decades fighting against Scientology. While many others would fold under the harassment and intimidation campaign that the church used on him, he has refused to be silenced. We pick him up and drive around Clearwater, and he helps us navigate Scientology's territory. Is there a place where they're a gathering place where they want to bring me in to tell me more about it?
There's a welcome center. This is the Hacienda Gardens, and this is where the Sea Org members live. They sign a billion-year contract to work for Scientology. The trees are going to cover up one area, or level until, boom, right here. Apparently, Miscavige lives behind those trees.
We would be kept up all night and sleep for a few hours under our desks. Basically, any little sense of joy that you had, there were people marching around trying to take it away.
My name is Jenna Miscavige, and I was born and raised in Scientology. and I left when I was 22 years old.
This is Jenna Miscavige. She was born into Scientology and is the niece of David Miscavige, the man who seized power of the church in 1987 after L. Ron Hubbard died and has ruled the church with an iron fist allegedly ever since. This is kind of like if Kim Jong-un's niece fled North Korea, lived to tell the tale, and we got to interview her. In Scientology, her life was tightly controlled. She endured intense indoctrination, physical labor, and emotional manipulation. Here's what she had to say.
When I was 9 years old, I did what Scientology calls a purification rundown, where I had to be in a sauna for 5 hours a day. Yeah, and I would get like bloody noses even, but you have to keep going until you achieve whatever it is they want you to. Like, you have to voice something that's the result of that program, or else you have to keep doing it, basically.
Well, my name is Serge. I grew up in Scientology.
And after surviving a period of horrific neglect as a child, the church began to groom him to be a rising star of their auditing team. Auditing, by the way, is one of the main exercises of this religion. It's the practice of someone getting relentlessly questioned until they are able to release painful or traumatic thoughts that they may be holding on to, believing that once they do that, they can free themselves of this negative baggage they are holding on to. This is his account of what he experienced.
The kids go from the very bottom of the org board, which is like the maids, the ones that are like 14-year-olds doing the beds of the adults that are booking rooms at the hotels, right? They recruit all the little young ones because they can have them do anything.
As a 12-year-old, basically, they put me into full-time training. So I was basically studying full-time. In Scientology, they would just call it an auditor. And then at one point that switched where I changed to be training to be the person who trains auditors.
This is Aaron Smith-Levin. His mom got him into Scientology at an early age, and after being pushed to drop out of public school at only 12 years old, he spent most of his waking hours working for the church. Now all grown up and free from the cult, he is one of Scientology's most active critics, known for his YouTube channel Growing Up in Scientology.
I worked full-time for Scientology from the age of 12 to 26. I was taken out of school to work full-time for Scientology. I never went to high school. I don't have a diploma or anything like that.
Aaron's brother and I become like these like child prodigies that David Miscavige and Shelley were very obsessed with because we completed the metering course and got a license. We were the first kids that were able to read the e-meter.
For reference, an e-meter is a sort of primitive lie detector that Scientology uses during auditing sessions to see if you are telling the truth. If an e-meter indicates to an auditor that you may be hiding something, even your darkest secret, you will be questioned again and again and again until you reveal that thought.
Perfectly on a video and get a pass by Shelley Miscavige, which was like the biggest deal in the world at the time.
You weren't just born into any family in Scientology, the Miscavige family. Of course, in attempting to get both sides of the story, we sent multiple interview requests to Scientology to speak to David Miscavige or a media representative. But due to the disastrous feedback they get when they do speak publicly, the church quite simply does not do interviews. In fact, David Miscavige has only done one interview with a journalist, with Ted Koppel back in 1992.
You realize there's a little bit of a problem in getting people to talk critically about the Church of Scientology because, quite frankly, they're scared.
Oh, no.
Well,
No.
And since then, and for over 30 years, he has been radio silent except for totally scripted and bizarre Scientology-made media that looks like this.
Whatever you have heard, if you haven't heard it from us, I can assure you, we are not what you expect.
For a man that rules Scientology like a big tough guy, little David folds like a lawn chair when it comes to any sort of accountability or questions from the public. But there may be a reason for that. Here are some of the allegations against David.
You have written a whole book about your son, and you've called the book Ruthless.
Yeah.
A very, very aggressive style and a tendency to violent outbursts that are physical in nature.
And to give you an idea of what type of guy he is, just look at what he did to his own parents that left Scientology. He and the church published hit piece websites about his parents, claiming his dad to be nothing more than a pots and pans salesman who punches his wife, and also adding that he lied about his book, saying that he was not in prison, he was not starved, and he did not have to escape from the church. And then he made his stepmom out to be a lying gold digger who wants to exploit her stepson for fame. My guy Keegan did some digging and found out that after David's parents escaped the church, they eventually settled down in West Allis, which is only 10 minutes from us in Milwaukee. He FOIA requested West Allis police records and found that Scientology paid a private investigator $10,000 a week to tail his dad and give hourly reports on his activities and whereabouts. This private investigator was found with a gun, silencer, and over 2,000 rounds of ammunition in his trunk. Stalking people with private investigators is allegedly a favorite tactic of this lovely church and shows you just the tip of the iceberg of of how much Scientology tries to ruin your life if you leave the religion or try and speak out against them.
I don't know how many people they squeeze into one apartment. 8 to 12, I believe.
From the outside, it looks like a normal Florida apartment complex. What they are is 2 and 3 bedroom units where you've got like 4 bunk beds in the living room, 4 more bunk beds in each bedroom. Like you could be fitting like 15 people, easily 15 people into a unit. Like it's illegal.
They'll charge you for the apartment, for the food, for this, that, and the other thing. So if you leave, there are people who leave with $100,000 bill or more.
So I was born in Scientology. From the very first breath that I took, I was in the billion-year contract wrapped up because my parents had been recruited to go to the AFA. My parents are from North Mexico. I grew up in appalling conditions. In Mexico, the cadet org was disgusting. It was like 100 kids. I remember we had one nanny. She was like 16 years old and she was like stuck with like infants. Like my sister also grew up there. And I remember still like her being in a crib, you know, like with full of urine, like no care for the babies at all.
Folks, we gotta emphasize what we just heard because it's so crazy. Imagine this, dozens of babies in a room, many of them crying, needing to be held, sitting in their own dirty diaper, and just one overwhelmed teenager caring for them, allegedly. It's sickening, and the reason allegedly this is done is because good old L. Ron Hubbard basically believes that babies should be treated like adults and they don't need any special sort of care or attention.
From the age of 2 on, you sometimes saw your parents only once a week.
Yes.
Can you talk about that?
So my parents worked for Scientology's most dedicated group called the Sea Org, the Sea Organization. They signed a contract pledging themselves lifetime after lifetime for 1 billion years to servitude to Scientology. It meant that they worked like 115-hour weeks. They got little to no time off.
Kids that were born into the Sea Org were taken care of by nannies. They didn't see their parents. They were lucky they saw them for an hour a week.
What are the benefits of doing all this? Why would someone devote their life to this?
When you're doing it, you think that you're dedicating yourself to an amazing cause. You think that you're like saving mankind, and it's sort of like the greatest purpose you could have.
And our parents were in this mission to save the world, right? It's like they're all like stuck in this like, you know, job that they were doing for Scientology that they were prioritizing over their newborns, basically.
Well, they really believe they're saving the planet. This is like a mind control factory.
We wanted to get our feet wet with Scientology, so we went to their welcome center where they were selling the Diagnetic books, and I happen to know after doing some research that a lady named Pat sat at the front desk, and she was actually a media liaison, so I thought she'd be a good person to talk to. Here's how this mission went.
Good morning, good morning. Oh, I'm a travel vlogger. Oh, I'm just a travel vlogger. Pat Harney, you gotta relax. This is public, right? You open it up. All are welcome. L. Ron Hubbard. And who is L. Ron Hubbard?
He is a science fiction, Western fantasy author, born in 1911 in Tilden, Nebraska. He is a guy who lived an amazing life, but was a pathological liar and a con man. He basically created Dianetics as sort of this like poor man's psychotherapy, and then a few years later created Scientology.
Hey there, how you doing? I'm just trying to buy a book, sir. And why does no one here answer questions? Can I buy a book first?
Private property, you can, but you can buy it out here.
Are you like a leader here?
Can you please come outside?
Are you a Sea Org member?
Can you please come outside?
I will come outside if you can answer like 3 questions. I would love to come outside.
Come outside, please. This is private property.
Hey, L. Ron. All right, Pat, have a good day. I wish we could have talked more, honestly. Hey guys, they're not really open to the public anymore. We have their Agent Smith coming.
Can you come up?
Oh no. Agent Smith, what got you into Scientology? Oh, sorry, I'm just...
Can you watch out, sir?
Hold on, I'm standing still. He's taking a picture. I'm trying to pose. I don't want it to be a blurry photo. The Hacienda Gardens, what time do you think I should be by later? Like, did you guys do cookouts or anything like that?
Yeah, something like that.
I bet you guys would actually enjoy...
Check out our website. Check out our TV channel, okay? Fantastic.
All right. They answer no questions. I wasn't allowed to buy the book, which I was genuinely, I would have bought the book. I met Pat at the front.
Pat is the PR person.
Oh, she's the PR person.
Uh-huh.
No one would answer even one question.
Of course not.
Next, we went to the infamous flag building to see if we could infiltrate and see what was going on inside. Unfortunately, a call to the Clearwater Police Department had already been made, and as soon as I touched the doors, I turned around and saw the police waiting for me. Looks like the police may have been called and are following us.
There was a call on a van, a suspicious vehicle, so...
A suspicious vehicle?
You guys can film all you want, but just don't antagonize them, I should say. Otherwise, they're gonna do a criminal trespass on you. So that means if you step foot on any of their property, you go to jail. It's silly.
But right now, I'm really just trying to talk to one Scientology member that'll answer.
Good luck.
What is it like living in a city that's dominated by Scientology?
It's horrible. When we stand there marching in line like zombies, down the street.
What do you think about them owning $200 million worth of real estate?
I mean, if that's what they want to do and they're not hurting anybody else, as long as they're American citizens.
Well, they bought that whole block, 2 blocks, I believe, and then across the street too.
They pay their taxes.
They're tax exempt. So if you
well, I disagree with that. Elon Musk needs to get on that. It needs to be looked at, investigated, and someone to make a good decision on that, and that's going to be President Trump.
Nobody knows anything.
Is the town trying to do something to...
The commissioners are, but what can you do?
Scientology started secretly buying up all the property downtown here in 2017.
I was working in the hotels, I was doing demolition, I was doing construction, I was doing HVAC, and I was there with several hundred kids from all over the world. I was working 7 days a week, 8 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock at night, 365 days a year for 4 years.
So a lot of it was training, a lot of it was cleaning, and we did like laundry and clean the rooms of executives, so they would like inspect with a white glove to make sure that we didn't miss anything.
Tom Cruise gives all credit to Scientology for his success. Tom Cruise is Tom Cruise because he's Tom Cruise, not because of Scientology.
Every single window is closed.
Mm-hmm.
Every single blinds that you could see into is closed at a certain level until it ends. They're a very don't look in here type of a place. What was going through your head when your parents decided we're going back into it?
Since my whole entire family was connected to it, it never left us. So we were still kind of like exposed
Relatives
to
were into it
my
as well.
relatives, all my aunts, all my uncles, all my cousins, everybody. I signed a billion-year contract, and now I'm there for the rest of my life. And my pay was gonna be $50 a week. So I was like, oh damn, I'm 10K and that $50 a week. I'm like, okay, I guess I just have to really make it here.
When I was 12 years old, I was moved across the country here to Clearwater, and my parents were still in California.
Any part of you say, something's not right here, something's really wrong?
I don't think that second part added into it. Not like there's something really wrong. It was, that whole thought process pretty much just stopped at the point where I was like, I don't know what to do about this.
Even the higher ups, like yes, they had some things easier, but that's really mostly at the top. I feel like Scientology is like a game of power, and everybody has to report on each other, and that's how you get to the top, is essentially by throwing other people under the bus. That's the only way you can feel important.
The way to happiness? This used to be the Lisa McPherson Trust. This is where we had our offices, right next door to Scientology's OSA, Department of Office of Special Affairs, was right there. The Dirty Tricks people, right through there. That was my office, right behind these windows here. All locked up. They don't want anyone to see what's going on in there now. Now that they know your cameras are here, this entire several blocks of front groups are shut down.
One thing that comes to my mind when I walk past all these empty buildings that look like they're fully functioning offices, but no one's here.
Right.
It's like North Korea. It's like a very staged play that you're a part of.
Yeah.
Yet when you look, just peek a little bit behind the surface, like there's no one. All the windows are shut. There's no sunlight coming in. There's no one here. Look. They make it look like someone just had a meeting in here, or let's see if there's a front desk right here. This is an office that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, This is an office that should have at least a front desk worker, if not an employee. None of this has anyone in it. No city on earth feels the negative effects of Scientology quite like Clearwater, Florida. Some fantastic reporting by the Tampa Bay Times reveals how the church has taken over the city. In 1975, the church purchased the Fort Harrison Hotel and made this their headquarters. Over the decades, the church began acquiring real estate at a ferocious pace, scooping up property after property. Since then, they've poured hundreds of millions into more than 200 buildings, owning the majority of the Clearwater downtown. Mind you, this is with tax-free money because somehow the IRS lost their balls when confronting the church, ruling in 1993 Scientology to be a tax-exempt religion. The weird thing is, they've left most of the buildings vacant, turning Clearwater into a sort of North Korean ghost town. The question is why? Insiders speculate it's because they want to show a dominant presence, but the truth is they simply do not have the numbers of people to occupy these buildings, and it's no surprise. Their peak membership numbers were before the internet, but now that their practices are widely publicized, they are unable to recruit new members and are slowly going extinct. But even as a dying empire, they still have a great deal of power over Clearwater, and they are crushing the businesses in the downtown. Just take it from Tony, a local entrepreneur who is facing dire financial circumstances because of the church.
So this is obviously our place. We start off with the Nash keys, and between like bureaucracy and stagnation, we had harassing phone calls about us not being part of the community, to get out of the town, even death threats later. But it took us 3 years to get these places open, 1.5 years of permitting. More walls than you can imagine were being put up for us, but we got open.
When you say death threats, tell me more about that.
Death threats meaning like poisoning, harassing to get the out of the town. That
someone tried poisoning you?
No, they allude to that they're gonna poison me.
Describe what's happened to this block over time and how Scientology has impeded local business with pride.
The way they actually affect it is that the negative stigma that has on it, the overbearing control and presence that they portray. They like to portray like a sense of unity that is disheartening to most of the community.
Is that their bus behind us?
Absolutely. They're more organized than our government.
And their bus windows are blacked out.
Yes, they have very weird things that they do. I've seen a bunch of strange things. This is it. It's a two-story club.
It is nice, and in the evening times, I've seen this place just booming.
If you want to fight against the empire of Scientology, come into this local business, spend some money, get a cigar, get a drink, and meet this handsome fella right here.
Let's take back Clearwater, $1 at a time, like you said.
Do you remember what feelings were going on in your head as a 5-year-old that led to the paint thinner?
We had no one to go to. Like, there was no adults around. Like, all the adults were compromised. In 1986, L. Ron Hubbard ends up dead, and because they had seen that a lot of people had left the Scientology because they were treating them so horribly, they would always come back with this amnesty. We're gonna forgive you for all the suppressive acts you committed. If you come back, if you write them down, then we'll forgive you, and then pretend they didn't happen. So that's when my parents got roped back in. They said, you're suppressive because you blew because your child almost died. Oh no, we're gonna forgive you for having left without permission.
To really see what's going on in Hacienda Gardens, we got a drone operator that's going to show us what's happening and also show us their real estate holdings. Nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you. Big fan. It's crazy.
Appreciate you, man.
Oh, if you could go over to where the pool is, then that will help orient me a little better. It's like if you
want to turn around?
Yeah, straight up there. Yeah, and go to the end. That was where.
Right here?
That was Dave's? The end one, yeah. And my mom.
That was the penthouse suite there?
It was just 4 condos, and there would always be a security guard posted, sitting across the way looking.
It actually won't let me go lower. It's weird.
Do you think it's a blocker?
That's the only thing I can think of, because it'll let me go up, but it won't let me go back down to where I was.
Interesting.
It's really odd.
And you lived in these apartments for how long?
For about 4 years.
I lived here for a few years as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you remember which block you lived in?
Multiple blocks, but one of the last ones was this one right here.
And you really can't get out unless they let you out. Like, we would have to come out and tell them what we were doing. Like, if it was on one of the mornings where we would do cleaning, and if we wanted to, like, go to the gas station or something like that, we'd have to
Like, even going for a walk
that's
outside?
the thing. Like, a normal apartment complex, you know, the magnetic doors, you know, like if you have gates and magnetic doors, usually you can get out. You might need a key to get in. You cannot get out of this apartment complex without a security guard letting you out. Nobody in the game.
Is that D block? Why can't I read it? Yeah, that's D block.
Okay, so I lived here in D block.
Yeah.
Like
so
20
interestingly, they actually turned the camera away from us.
Oh, that's weird. Anyway, so I lived at the end of D block in like the lower levels. They actually had fixed these ones up to be a little bit nicer.
Would you be surprised if they had vehicles patrolling?
I'm sure they have vehicles patrolling.
Is it that? Are they that paranoid?
Yeah. I mean, David Miscavige takes his security as seriously as a head of state.
The car's getting in.
Let's get in.
Hey, we got a meeting with David Miscavige. Go. Hey, you fucking go back. Hold on, please, sir. I just want to ask questions of David. Sir, please. Stop, sir. Sir, please. Oh, sir, ow!
Geez, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 cameras on us right now.
How long were your parents out before they went back in?
What was this? Like maybe like 3-4 years. Then L. Ron Hubbard dies. They go back to Mexico. They get recruited back in again.
Was their life terrible outside of Scientology?
My grandparents were chill. My grandparents were normal people.
So what would have possibly motivated after they escaped and had freedom for 3 or 4 years?
Scientology caters to a narcissistic personality because the thing is, it promises superiority. It promises you're going to be better than everyone else.
Do you ever get to confront your parents about that or ask them, are they still in it?
No, my parents aren't in Scientology anymore, and they think Scientology is horrible, and they've said that it's like the biggest regret of their life.
How was it escaping Scientology?
Well, I guess the thing is that in Scientology, you know, at certain levels of management, they actually won't let you leave. Like the area will be surrounded by gates, and they won't let you out the door. If you manage to leave, they'll chase you, because when you leave, people who are in Scientology are no longer able to speak to you. You can't get a job at a Scientology company. Like in my case, I didn't know how to drive, I didn't have a bank account. And so your livelihood actually getting a job depends on you being connected to these people, or you lose every family member. And so while you can just walk away, that's like totally deceiving. You risk losing everything that's important to you if you do.
I got it in my head that we wanted to storm the Celebrity Center, which is the place that the highest ranking and most influential Scientology.
They're Officer McCaskill, Longford Police! Come on in! Where's the gun? Right next to me. You want to shoot me? Shoot me. I don't want to shoot you. Shoot me! Let me die. Alright?
We don't want you to die, sir. That's the last thing we want.
Die. I don't care about what you want. Don't be a hero. You're gonna end up at 0. Don't touch the gun!
A 911 call for help brings cops to the bedroom door of a man in crisis. What follows is a volatile standoff, and it's not long before this nerve-wracking battle of wills erupts in an explosion of violence that will leave officers shaken and loved ones desperate for answers. The following report is based on official police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before until now. At approximately 2:30 in the morning on October 16, 2023, a woman in Wallingford, Connecticut makes a frantic call to 911 after hearing a gunshot from the upstairs bedroom.
Breathing? Okay, how old is he?
Police are dispatched as Barbie, the woman on the line, divides her attention between the operator and the man in the bedroom, Donald Passmore.
Is there any serious bleeding? Is there any serious bleeding?
Yes, there is some bleeding. Dan, hold on. They're on the way. Hold on, I don't know where the phone. I already called them. All right, hold on. All right, I'll get it. All right, Tommy, I got it. Put the gun down. I got it right here. Hold on.
The dispatcher updates the responding police as Barbie tries to explain the situation.
Patient is still breathing and alive at this time. He still has the firearm. Caller is outside of the house.
I think it was the Has this been going on for a while? I just kind of dating him about 3 weeks. I've known him for a long time. Oh my God, I don't know what to do. Oh my God.
Within minutes, Wallingford police officers Gordon McCaskill and Robert Bellucci arrive at the house for an encounter that will leave everyone stunned.
Inside here? What room is he in?
If you walk up the stairs, he's up to the left. It's a second floor house. Upstairs.
Up the stairs to the left. Sir Officer McCaskill, Wallingford Police!
Come on in.
Where's the gun?
Right next to me.
Kick it away from you. Throw it away. Throw the gun away. Where is this? Is the gun on the floor? Sir, is the gun...
Don't worry about me. Come on up. I'm good.
Where is the gun in relation to where you are?
Listen. I'm laying on my side of the gun behind me. Come on up. I don't care. What, are you going to arrest me?
Let me see your hands. Put your hands down.
I don't care. Take me away. I don't care. I don't care. You want to shoot me? Shoot me.
I don't want to shoot you.
Shoot me. Shoot me. Shoot me.
Where's the weapon, sir?
Behind him on the bed.
Stand there. Want me to grab it for you?
No, do not reach.
All right, then. Well, maybe I will, so you can shoot me. All right?
Sir, just leave your hands on your head.
Get that light off me, or you're going to be dead. Put the light off of me.
The light's
now.
not on you, it's on the bed.
Get that light off. You listen to me. I don't listen to you. You try it. You want to try it?
Can you get off the bed?
Are you going to try it?
Can you get off the bed, sir?
No, I'm going to die right here where I'm at. There's no reason for you guys to have your guns out. No, nothing. Just go down there.
2-2, that is a negative. Do not enter.
Let me die. Let me die. All right?
We don't want you to die, sir. That's
I
the last
want
thing
me
we
to
want.
die. I don't care about what you want. You gotta live my... Get the light.
Sir, don't even think about it. Don't even think about it.
But don't even think about that light in my eye. You hear me?
You keep your hands where we can see them.
Behind me.
You keep your hands where we can see them.
I'm dying, that's it. Leave me alone. Let me go in peace. Okay? Can you ever do something like that?
Sir, keep
your hands in front of you.
Do me a favor. Come down on the floor.
No, I'm not coming on the floor. I'm not doing nothing. You got 2 chances. One, don't be a hero. Put the light down. Don't put the light in my face.
You keep your hands where we can see them, and I want
I already have my hands there. I just told you. Don't be a hero. You're going to end up with 0.
Country music blares in the background of this tense scene, and though the music has been muted due to copyright restrictions, the songs include She's Somebody's Daughter, Save Me, and The One That Got Away.
Go do what you guys gotta do. I'm fine. I'm going to sleep. I'm not going to wake up.
Keep your hand in front of you right now.
My hands are up. Don't worry about it. Grab the phone. Can you grab the phone?
I don't know where your phone is.
I don't know. Gotta get up, get my phone.
And keep your hand in front of you.
They're right there.
Okay. Where's it?
Want to talk to me?
Where's your phone?
Where's your phone?
When I go down there, we got it.
Put your hand in front of you. Put your hand in front of you right now.
Put your hands up. Put your hands up.
Right now. Tell you right now. You come into that room, I go grab that phone.
You're not grabbing the phone if it's off the bed. Forget it. Keep your hands up where we can see it.
I'm going to get that phone.
It's not ringing, it's done.
No.
Keep your hands up.
We'll be done.
Keep your hands up.
Look it. Relax. I'm just gonna die. Shut the lights off.
We don't want you to die, sir.
I do. I lived 62 years. I'm done. Got it? I'll show it to you.
Just come down off the bed. Come down off the bed. Come down off the bed.
It's the gun.
Do not touch the gun.
Get the light out of
You don't tell me what to do. You don't touch the gun. You hear me?
I'll tell you what to do. Go you're in my house. You want to find out?
Officers Bellucci and McCaskill hold the doorway while backup positions themselves at the base of the steps.
We need you to come down off the bed.
I'm coming. I'm leaving you down. That's what I'm doing. That's it. I'm gonna bleed to death. Then you can take out the corpse. All right? That's all I want to do. I just want to listen to my music and bleed to death. Sorry, you guys don't want to hear it. If you're in the service, you would have saw it.
Why don't you tell me what's so bad in your life that makes you do this?
Listen, you're not a negotiator. If you were a negotiator, you would start up and get it. I know all my so I'm good. Don't sit there when I'm recording. That's all I say. Do you want the red meat? Between your eyes, put the flashlight down. Put both flashlights down.
Sure, you know we
I'm
can't.
telling you right now.
You know
Where are you gonna go? What of you are gonna go?
The only flashlight that's on is pointed at the ground right now.
Listen, put both of them off. Down.
We can't.
Down. You can't.
You know we
Oh,
can't.
there goes.
Put your hand in front now!
Keep on reaching.
Do not touch the gun! Get your hand in front of you now! Get your right hand up! Get your now!
Suddenly, the two officers open fire at the same time.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Shots fired.
You good? Yep.
After waiting more than a minute to watch for movement, the officers move in.
I need you to get him off the bed, cuff him, secure that weapon.
Yeah, I need that light. Come over me.
Go ahead. Get that weapon away from me.
Take this. Yep.
Got it.
Check, give me that back. Go right downstairs to your right as you're turning towards the front door. Is the medic bag right there.
Great. Take my spot.
Yep.
Yep. All right. So the medics come in?
Yeah.
It's not bleeding from anywhere.
As medics tend to Donald Passmore, Barbie gives 911 another call.
Well, I think I heard more gunshots in the house. I don't know what happened. Do you know what happened? I'm outside.
It wasn't another trap fire, but they didn't tell us what was going on inside.
Oh my God.
Barbie can't get information from the operator, but soon Officer Bellucci emerges to confirm her worst fears.
Ma'am, is there anybody else in the house? He wouldn't put the gun down, ma'am. I'm so sorry. He wouldn't put the gun down. I'm so sorry, man. He wouldn't listen to us.
But Barbie isn't the only one reeling from what just happened.
Hey, they gotta transport him. Where's Bellucci?
Over there with the light. Can you tell me if anything what was going on with him today that led to this?
What happened was he's supposed to go at 3 in the morning right now to move his friend to Florida.
To go to Florida?
Yeah, he was supposed to drive and move his stuff. And he got all upset and then he started drinking. But I think a lot of things that happened in his life, you know what I mean? It's bad luck, you know what I mean?
Soon, Officer Bellucci excuses himself to fill his lieutenant in on the tragic encounter.
You alright, Bellucci? You alright, man?
About as good as I can be.
Yeah.
Start running the tape. Once they leave, run the tape through all the trees. Yeah, it's Bellucci. He's gonna be transported to the hospital. I guess he still has a pulse. He was laying on the bed. He had the handgun to his side, and he just wasn't complying with the orders to keep his hands free. He ended up raising the gun, and We had the fire on him.
Medics load Donald Passmore into the ambulance to perform CPR while the two officers who shot him come together in the street.
Good, dude. What the man?
Arrow come up over the side of him.
She fired too.
Yeah, one shot.
Hey. Exactly what you were trying to do. Okay?
I know.
It sucks. You heard him. He said you told him multiple times not to reach for it. You knew exactly where it was. He reached for it. You had no other option.
And as the officers comfort each other, Barbie struggles to process this nightmare.
What am I gonna do? How am I gonna tell his family? Oh my God.
Despite receiving emergency medical attention both in the ambulance and at the hospital, Donald Passmore is pronounced dead at 3:37 a.m., 43 minutes after the shooting. 3 hours later, two Wallingford detectives go out to notify his next of kin.
Hi, good morning. We're with the police department. Are you Susan Cohn?
Who are you?
We're the police department. I'm Detective Frienza. This is Detective Houlihan.
Yeah.
Are you're Susan?
Yeah.
Are you Robert Passmore's sister?
Yeah, why?
I'm sorry to inform you, he passed away this morning.
No.
Yes. So it was a.
Uncle Bobby, there's two Robert Passmores. Which one?
I'm sorry, Donald. Donald Passmore.
Donald?
Yes, Donald.
What's going on?
So.
Oh, please, do you want to come in?
Yeah, if you don't mind, yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, Jesus Christ.
If you guys want to, if you want to sit down. So we were called out there around 2:30 in the morning. I don't have too many details right now, but he was he was implying the use of a firearm, and from what I know, there was an officer involved shooting, and
He just shot him. The cops shot him?
Yes, ma'am. It's a very active scene right now. It's a very active investigation.
Donald, shut up. He's such a little boy, oh boy. I'm not gonna lie, he probably deserved it.
He was.
He did that one Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I wasn't there. Trust me, I know about it. I wasn't.
He sat in his bedroom, all messed up, drugged up, shooting in the bedroom.
But it was only that.
While we were downstairs having Thanksgiving, because he was pissed off because his daughter
Yeah, I don't know,
couldn't
was
be
it a real gun or a BB gun?
Oh, it was a real gun.
Good thing I wasn't there.
No, you couldn't go up there. That's what he wanted, someone to go up there.
When I first
There's someone to call the cops so he can get shot.
In January 2025, the Connecticut Inspector General concluded that officers Robert Bellucci and Gordon McCaskill were facing what they reasonably believed to be a threat of serious injury or death, and found their use of force to be objectively reasonable and justified. Donald Passmore was 62 years old. The following shocking footage of constables looting a home was captured by an officer who thought she'd turned her body camera off.
Put him in my shirt.
Hold on. This about last night. This I would hate to.
In March 2024, law enforcement responded to a theft report at a Walmart in Round Rock, Texas.
On March 30th, 2024, the Crawford County Sheriff's Department conducted surveillance on a suspect who was known for drug trafficking. Deputies were aware that the man was on probation and had a court order not to enter any taverns. The suspect's license was also revoked due to having 5 previous operating while impaired convictions, and a traffic stop was conducted after he was seen exiting a tavern and driving away.
I don't know what we're heading to. Home. Home? Where you come from? Winslow. Okay. You got your license, registration, insurance card? No, I don't have a license. Okay. Have you step up? Is it suspended, revoked, what? Revoked. Any weapons on you at all? Weapons at all? No. Anything sharp or anything? No. No needles? Okay. Some for your water, okay. the last time you used?
A couple days.
Anything you're looking to say? Just gonna detain you for right now, okay? Okay. Yeah, there you go. Yep, much better. Okay. I'm gonna say be leaning against my bumper for right now. Did I miss anything on you? Sure? Okay. Alright, man. Over here. Alright, stand feet together, arms at your side. See the top of my finger here? I want you to follow that, moving your eyes, and your eyes only, not your head. You understand that? Alright, have you stand here. Just turn to face me. So what I'll have you do right now is place your left foot out and place your right foot in front of your left foot, touching your heel or your toe like so. Arms at your side. So I'll have you stand like that while I explain and demonstrate. Can you do that? Okay. So when I tell you to, you're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps on the line, turn, and return 9 heel-to-toe steps. When you turn, you're going to leave your last foot on the line and turn by taking a series of small steps around with your other foot without stopping. I'm going to demonstrate by doing 3, okay? So you're going to go 1, 2, 3. Leave your last foot on the line, turn by taking a series of small steps around with your other foot, and return. 1, 2, 3, and so on until 9. Arms at your side, watch your feet, count each one out loud. Don't stop walking until you completed both sets of 9. You understand that? Alright, so going back in that stance and then start from there. You start from there then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, turn and face me. Okay, both feet together, arms at your side. When I tell you to, you're going to raise either foot of your choice, approximately 6 inches off the ground like so, keeping your raised foot parallel to the ground. Both legs straight, you're going to watch your raised foot and count out loud in the following manner. 1001, 1002, 1003, and so on. I tell you to stop. Both legs straight, raised foot about 6 inches, arms at your side, and watch your raised foot. Any questions on that one? Okay, you may begin when you're ready.
1, 2.
This way, put foot down. This way.
1002, 1003.
Put down. You want to stop that one? Okay. Alright, so this one. Feet together, arms at your side. You're going to tilt your head back and close your eyes. And then from there, I'm going to tell you to begin. When I tell you to begin, I want you to estimate the passage to 30 seconds. When 30 seconds has surpassed, I want you to tilt your head forward, open your eyes, and say done.
So count to 30?
In your head.
Okay.
Okay? Do you want to face this way so you're not staring at the stun? Okay. So go ahead, arms at your side, tilt your head back, close your eyes, and begin. This way, front to back, side to side. Okay, how much time do you think that was?
Close to 30 seconds.
Okay. I'm going to get a pulse from it. You want to put your left arm up on the hood there? Yeah, that's right. That's fine. You open your mouth again. How long ago did you use meth or weed?
I smoked weed today.
Today? How long ago?
This morning.
This morning? Is it like a dab, bud?
Both.
Both. Okay. What about meth?
Like yesterday probably.
Okay. You put your sleeves up. Alright. We're gonna go down, go through some paperwork, and we'll talk a little bit more, okay? I'll stuff you up front. it down? Sure. So the citation for operating with a controlled substance, 5th or 6th. Court date's going to be April 15th at 1:30 p.m. down here in Prairie. It's mandatory, okay? I'll read your copy. I got to read this form to you now. Informing the accused. Under Wisconsin's implied consent law, I'm required to read this notice to you. Will you submit to an evidentiary chemical test of your blood? Okay. You're going to get a copy of that form too, okay?
Did you grab my cigarettes by chance?
No, I don't think I did.
You didn't grab that bag?
No.
With all my or something?
No, I didn't think about that. It's alright. We'll get it. We'll get it though. I didn't think about that.
Alright.
Alright, I'm just gonna ask you some medical questions, stuff like that, and some questions on the end. Before I do that, I'm just gonna read your rights, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and may be used against you in court. Deep breath, blow your blunt balloon. You want to stand for a couple of these? A couple of bit. We're going to do the similar ones we did out in the scene. Feet together, arms at your side. Again, you tilt your head back, close your eyes. And you're going to estimate the passage of 30 seconds. When 30 seconds has to pass, just open your eyes, stay down. Okay, go ahead and tilt back, close, and begin. Done? Okay, how much time do you got, Liz?
30 seconds, that's all you said?
We're going to do the walking one again. We'll just do it in this little hallway right here.
You don't have to do it twice.
I know it's redundant, but yeah, I have to repeat it unless you want to refuse this part.
No, I don't want to refuse this.
Okay. I know it's repetitive, but this is it's a separate evaluation, so I got to recover. Because normally, like if another officer would do it, I just have to see it for myself. That's kind of why I have to redo it. But I got to be universal when I do it. So people, so it's not like I pick and choose what tests I do for certain people, It's definitely redundant, though, I give you that. Alright, so same thing, your left foot would be out, your right foot would be in front of your left foot. You're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps on the line, return 9 heel-to-toe steps.
I'm Officer Agnew with the Palm Beach Gardens Police Department. I pulled you over because you almost hit that car that was in the middle lane. You blew by me while I was doing the speed limit, and then you almost drove into the side of the sidewalk. Any reason or justification for that?
I may have pulled past since I told her.
You almost ran off the road and hit another car.
I apologize.
Can I see your license, registration, proof of insurance, please? How old are you?
25.
Have you ever been arrested before?
No.
Have you ever been stopped for DUI?
No. I'm sorry, I'm just very frustrated. We have a lot of mail right here. And at the moment, we don't know how to find it. But if you want to, do you have anything online? No, I have my phone.
Okay. So I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. We're gonna do
insurance?
this real easy. Unlock your door. Unlock your door. And give me the papers, the weed papers that you have by your foot.
I mean, I have my medical marijuana card.
Oh, you do. You know you're not supposed to. This is not
No, I have
that.
one
But
too. I can show you too.
so tell me the rules of medical marijuana. Do they say anywhere on the card that you may smoke while driving? Anywhere.
I don't smoke while driving.
I can smell it coming from the car.
I know.
Smell it.
No, I
So
don't
let's
smoke
not
while
lie.
driving.
Oh, okay. So you just smoke in the car, then you drive?
No, I have popped it open in the car,
Yeah.
but it has reeked aroma in the car.
The aroma reeked in the car. So you flew by a police car. You almost hit a car that was driving, and then you almost slammed into the sidewalk. No, you didn't hit one. You almost hit one.
I did not.
Okay. Okay. Step on out of the car for me, please. step out of the car for me, please. I'll ask once nicely, and then we'll do it my way. Where is the weed that you're saying you popped open and it's the aroma of the weed? Where
I
is
don't
it?
have any.
Okay.
I really don't have any.
I'm sorry? Just pull her back there. Excuse me? Excuse me? Do you have something to say? Okay. Stay against your car. Listen. Stand against the car. Did he just tell you to do something?
Where are you coming from with that wristband? There's a wristband on your wrist? Yes.
No, please. Step over here. Stay here. Where's your medical marijuana card and where's your medical marijuana weed? Stay here.
I'm scared.
That's okay. You can be scared. Where's your medical marijuana card?
I don't have one right now, but it's at home. I
Oh.
have it. It's out there.
Okay. And it's active and it tells you that you can just smoke weed wherever?
It just, I can smoke. That's all.
You can smoke, that's all.
That's all. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Step over away from me for a second. Step over here. Yeah. We're not going to play this game. If you don't
No,
want to
I'm
listen,
okay.
sweetheart,
No, I'm
going to
okay.
put you in a pair of handcuffs. Stay here. And this is the way you smoke medical marijuana? This is the instructions they give you? No. Okay. Didn't think so.
That's somebody else's, not mine.
I smell it, sweetheart, and you're in here. So is it hers? Is it hers?
No, I'm not going.
Okay. Say, do yourself a favor. Remain silent. Could have been really easy, but you guys want to play games.
You want to go here, please? Hey, I'm Officer Flink from the Palm Beach Gardens Police Department. How you doing tonight?
Good, how are you?
Okay. You okay?
No, my foot's a little, injured.
From what?
I'm sorry, somebody, literally hit my toe, and it's
Okay.
been about a week, and my leg's been injured.
Okay, where you guys coming from?
Just coming from my friend's house.
Okay, you headed home?
Yeah.
So have you had anything to drink tonight?
No.
Okay. You smoking any marijuanas?
No.
Alright. Do any other narcotics or
Nope,
prescription
absolutely
medication?
not.
Okay, how you feeling? Feel alright?
I feel okay.
Okay. So there's obviously a concern you might be under the influence while you're
So
driving?
the thing is, my leg's a little bit, so my right leg, as you can see, it literally limps.
Okay. Well, we got different exercises we can do. You don't have to walk.
I
Okay?
know. The thing is my leg, it literally limps.
Yeah, no, we got, so we call them seated exercises. We're gonna turn it sideways for you to sit on it. Okay, so do you have any medical condition with your eyes not corrected by glasses?
I do.
What do you got?
I have, my eyes are off.
Mm-hmm.
So I have, blurred vision.
Mm-hmm.
My right eye is off.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, I can't really see correctly off
Okay.
my real eye. I have contacts.
Okay.
The thing is, it really, my leg, yeah.
Okay. Do me a favor, show me your hands like this. Do this. Okay, so you got no problem with that? Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab a cart. I'm gonna turn it sideways and we're gonna have you take a seat on it.
Yeah, my right leg is really.
Yeah. So your right leg's out.
I'm so
Turn it
sorry.
sideways. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll do it right here. Bam. Now we got a chair. All right, Miss Lydia, so go ahead and take a seat on this the shopping cart for me. Yeah, come around. No, come right here, just like this. Just like that. Just take a seat.
I'm sorry.
So we're gonna
My
do.
leg is just so.
We're gonna do seated exercises, okay?
Alright.
So for the first exercise, I'm gonna check your eyes out. All right. So you see this red light right here? Right here. Yep. You're gonna follow that with your eyes only and keep your head still. Do you understand? So look at the light. Right here. Yep. Make sure you follow the light with your eyes only. Do not move your head, okay? Follow the light. You're not following it. You're like nodding off. Don't move your head. Follow the light. Don't move your head. Follow the light. You're looking like at my
I'm
chair.
sorry, my knee is hurting so bad that I cannot focus.
Your knee? I thought it was your foot.
No, it's hurting so bad.
You said it was your foot.
No, my knee and my foot. I have a serious condition.
Well, I see you got like a skinned knee from a while ago there. That thing's already healed up.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I have a serious condition.
So you see the red
I
light
have
though, right?
nerves in my foot.
All right, check
and
it
my
out.
legs.
So, listen. With these exercises, all right, you're not cooperating, so I'm gonna advise you of something called your Taylor warnings, okay?
That's
Your Taylor warnings are as follows. If you don't do these exercises, you're not going to dispel my concern that you're driving under the influence. Next, you will force me to make an arrest based on the totality of the circumstances as I know them to this point. And last, it will be used against you in court. Do you understand all that?
I understand, sir.
Okay, so
my foot.
Are you going to participate in these exercises?
I will participate. My foot is literally not, like, I cannot move my leg.
Well, we're not asking you to move your leg.
Then I need to go to the hospital.
I'm asking you to sit down.
I need to go to the hospital.
No, we're doing an investigation right now,
I
okay?
need to go to the hospital.
Okay, I need you to do this investigation with me, okay? So what we're going to do is you're going to sit
Because
just like
I
that.
cannot move my foot.
We're not asking you to move your foot, okay? So you can just put your foot down, okay? You're sitting down. It's got nothing to do with your foot.
Well, my foot feels like it is literally, it's not okay. I need to go to the hospital.
Well, I'm not asking you about your foot. We're doing an investigation right now. I know you're trying to cop out of driving under the
I'm
influence
not
by saying you're going to the
trying to
hospital.
I need to go to the hospital.
No, your leg is fine. I saw
No,
you
I need
walking
to go to the
around.
hospital.
I saw you walking around, okay? So you see the red
You
light
saw
here?
me walking around.
Yep,
you
I saw you.
never
Actually,
saw me.
I saw you right over there. Walk over here.
The other officer said when you got out of the car you weren't limping.
Officer, I need to go to the hospital.
No, you weren't limping. You're faking that injury. We know.
I'm not faking an injury. I need to go to the
All right, you're being
hospital.
placed under arrest for driving under the influence, okay?
I need to go to the hospital.
Okay, we'll get you checked out later on, all right? Well, you're under arrest for DUI. Okay, we'll do that later on after we process your arrest. Okay, because you weren't limping before. All right, Rig, you want to start with her since she's already out here? Yeah.
I have you on video.
Yeah, you weren't limping before. It's that incarceritis. That's what that is.
Incarcerated? I just got out of the car. I literally just got. I don't understand.
Because you're under the influence, that's why.
You stay right
In a minute.
there. And then
No, I'm not.
We'll answer all your questions. We'll answer all your questions in a minute, okay?
I had them on coming in, and then I took them off and I got out of the car.
You stand up.
No, I'm sorry, my leg's gonna get out.
Sure.
My leg.
Go ahead, sit down the Costco. Come on.
Stand up.
She was charged with DUI and resisting arrest without violence. She was sentenced to 12 months of probation, 10 days of vehicle immobilization, 3 months with an ignition interlock device, and was required to attend DUI classes. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more videos like this.
Hello.
He went
Getting aggressive.
Okay.
He pulled the fire alarm. He left his phone in the Uber and he can't find it, and he's hitting his girlfriend, grabbing her around.
What
and
apartment
his
is it?
girlfriend, 112. She's right there. He went inside, but he was like screaming, yelling. Yeah.
2 Bravo 1. I'm 10-4 with the caller and their girlfriend. The male's gone back into the apartment. Hello.
We need to file a report. You need rescue, like paramedics?
No, I need him removed.
Okay.
Because it's gonna hurt me.
Okay, and he is, who to you?
He's my boyfriend.
Your boyfriend? And you both live there?
Yes.
Okay. Is one 12? Do you have keys? Is it locked? Do you have keys?
No, it's a keypad.
What's the key? Hey, hold on. What's the key number? What's the...
My brain isn't working right now.
Alright, can you come put it in? It's a keypad. Ladies, can you guys go to your own apartments for us? Thank you so much.
Directly next to you, not the other unit.
She's gonna come do it.
Are you okay?
She gonna put it in. What's his name?
It's not later.
Are there any weapons in this house?
No.
Is there a key to open it?
I don't have the key. You might have it.
What's the marijuana you're looking for?
There is a balcony. Yeah. Or a patio.
10 foot. Shane, open the door. Oh, y'all wanna deal with this? Or somebody go back there with him? Alright, if she can't put it in, ma'am, you can go back and wait over there. Let her wait. Let her. Hey, are you Shane?
Hey, put your hands behind your back. Stop resisting us. Stop resisting us. Stop resisting us. Stop. Listen, man. For what? I got it. Give me that. For what? Put your hands behind your back. Hold on, Will. I got it. Here you go. Stop resisting us. What are you guys doing to me, man? Gosh, what? You got cuffs? I got it. What is going on, man? What is going on, man? What's going on, man? How you doing tonight, man? Can I ask you what's going on, man? Can I ask you what's going on? Can I ask you what's going on? I did nothing wrong, man. I'll just... Let him do whatever you want to do. Let him do whatever you want to do. Stop! Stop! Get him in the car. Come on, let's go. Get him in the car. No, what the heck wrong, man? Come on, let's go. What the heck wrong, man? Let's go. Come on. if you kick me, it's not gonna be a good day for you. You better not kick me. It's not gonna be a good day for you. I like fucking knocking the fuck out of my feet right now, man. You know that, right? We'll get your cars. Pull over. Pull over. Put your brakes on, boy.
And I'll be what?
See what happens.
And I'll be what?
Happens, boy. Exactly. Exactly. Pull over, boy. Exactly. You're a little schoolboy, little and your girlfriend knows it. While she's sucking on my. You're a little boy, you know that, right? You're a little boy. Yeah. Stop. You little. Oh, come on, boy. Pull over, boy. See what the happens, man. You be a damn boy in paradise with a badge. That's what happened, man.
2300 hours.
You headbutting my window, bro. I'm gonna kick this. Calm your ass down. You spit on me.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah, don't spit.
You spit me in the face, man. Look at you. You nurse. You're a fucking nurse. You're a nurse. You're a little black little. Hey, chill. Stop spitting, bro. Get the door open.
Do you swear or affirm that everything you're about to tell me is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
So, from start to finish, explain to me exactly what you saw tonight.
Okay, so what happened was, I was here, everything was quiet. I hear her whimping. I hear her door open, she's whimping, and she walks, and she's crying. She's like, I need help. She's like, I need you to call the police. So I look at her and I'm like, okay. They have arguments all the time. So I'm like, okay, fine. And then she's like shaking, and then I hear him coming, so I quickly call the cops. And while I'm calling the cops and telling them to come, he comes, grabs her, and it's like, get in the apartment. I don't care, come in. He starts cursing at her. When he pulls her, she's screaming and yelling, help, get help. So I'm shaking in the phone trying to contact the apartment. And then before he grabbed her, she threw her phone at the front desk and she said, grab my phone. She's like, grab my phone. And then she comes back, and then I was going to give her her phone back, and she's like, no, take it. And then he comes back and starts yelling at me, where's my phone? Where's my phone? I was like, I don't know what you want me to do. I don't know where's your phone. He's like, I took an Uber and I left my phone in the Uber. I need my phone. He's like, I need you to call it. And then the people in the phone is telling me not to hang up. So I put the phone down and I go to the other and I write the number that's in the system that says his name. I go and I call in his father's number. He tells me, you call my dad, because you call my dad, that's not my number. And I go, well, that's the number in the system. I don't know your number. What's your number? He's like, and he just starts giving me his number. I call it, no one's answering. I call it, no one's answering. That's when he goes, I need my phone. Just starts yelling. And then I'm like, it's okay. I was like, I know, I understand, but I can't do nothing about it. And I'm trying to calm him. I come here, trying to finish calling the phone. Out of nowhere, he just sprawls over there, and then boom. I turn this quick second, and he quickly just hits it. He just hits it, and then he just runs in the couch and sits on it. And then her girlfriend's like, are you serious? Did you just do that? He's like, what do you mean? I didn't do nothing. I didn't pull the trigger. And a resident came, and then she was like, did he just pull the trigger? And I'm like, don't worry, I'm calling cops, they're coming. And he goes, I didn't pull. And he just starts aggressively talking back to the resident, calling her, oh, this and that. He just started cursing at everybody, basically. And then he comes back in the front desk. He's like, I need my phone, yells at me again, and then he's like, I didn't pull the trigger. So I just looked at him. I was like, okay, you did it. I was like, you did it. I don't know who did that. And he's like, no, because I did it. I was like, okay, I believe you. And that's when he just spirals again, and then he just leaves, but like starts banging on the wall.
Okay, give it a second. They'll be out the way.
And then he just goes back into his room. Okay.
Yeah.
And what did the male look like?
He was charged with domestic battery, preventing communication to law enforcement, resisting arrest with violence, battery on law enforcement, violation of probation, and false fire alarm. He was sentenced to 94 days in jail, 4 years of probation, and 300 hours of community service. He is also required to attend a batterer's intervention program and is prohibited from contacting the victim. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more.
Protests, almost by definition,
Hi guys, how you doing? I'm sorry.
Please help me.
Sure, what can I do for you?
I'm gonna meet. I'm a very emotional person.
Okay,
This
you're alright.
woman is being very it's not just my fault.
Okay, alright, tell me what happened. You were driving the Jeep.
Yeah, and I
Okay.
had fault.
Well, I'm
I'm
sorry.
not gonna. I had fault.
You had what?
I had fault.
You had
It's
fault?
not just my fault. It's
Oh,
not.
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
yeah.
Yes,
It's
ma'am.
not just my fault.
Okay.
It was her fault too.
What how you doing, man? What can I do for you? Tell me what happened.
Oh, it's actually this car
Okay,
was
the-
rear-ended by
Okay.
this car.
Gotcha.
You
And
drove
everybody
us back there.
Everybody okay? All right, I'll be right back with you, man.
I don't know. My sister has scoliosis and a back neck.
It was no
Okay,
fault.
stop. Just have a seat.
no one not at
hey,
fault.
have a seat, and I'll be right back with you, okay? It's my job now. Okay, I'll take care of it.
We took some pictures of the front of the car.
Okay, good.
And so far, I have not been able to get her registration or
Okay,
her...
I'll get that for you.
Okay, I've got her driver's license, if I got a good enough picture. And I haven't gotten the insurance.
Gotcha. So I will give you all of that.
Okay,
I will
perfect.
get you all of that. Do you think it's drivable?
I don't think
well,
hers is, but I think that
we
one
moved
is.
from here. See all
Good.
the fluid
Yes,
there?
ma'am, I do. Good. I'm
Because
actually very happy you
the
did that. Thank you.
911 lady asked us to move
If you could. No, that's
But
fantastic.
she had so much stuff pouring out of the front of her car and both airbags deployed.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
So
I think her car is way messed up. And mine, as you can see, my muffler is ripped off.
Right. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Came
ma'am.
off. Parts of it I put in her car because it was
Over there. I got you.
Yeah.
So let me get that information going, and we'll kind of go from there. Okay.
Do you need mine?
If you don't mind. If I,
Okay.
actually, no, I don't.
Oh.
I'm going to give you a form right now. Let me talk to this young lady. I don't know what we have yet. Okay, so walk me through it. Take a deep breath, relax. Just tell me what happened, all right. and then we'll go from there. Okay. What can I? How? Tell me where we were coming from.
Nothing.
I'm sorry.
Only. It's making me a little bit anxious to be here.
It's making you anxious that I'm here. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what.
It's okay. No,
I'll hop out here and talk to me, and then we'll kind of go from there. Okay? Does that make sense?
No, it's okay. I just come to me.
Okay. So let me ask you.
What she was describing, I'm not to be he, she, whatever. It's making me a little bit anxious that the cops are here.
Well, it's an auto accident, so don't be too anxious. The cops respond to a lot of these. Okay. So just tell me, were you going westbound on 5th Avenue? Is that accurate? Okay. And then I take it they were
on that street. I was going straight. I was gonna take a left.
You're gonna take a left here
I'm
on
gonna be
Broadview.
honest. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. Like I'm
I'm not the most serene person in the world. Like, that woman is not the nicest human in the world.
Okay.
She is very nice.
Okay. So you were about
We
to
can
take.
meet in the middle. She was very rude. Very, very rude.
I
We can
got
meet
you.
in the middle. Like, she came up to me, like, yelling at me. Like, very rude. Like, I am not that. Like, I did not. Like, I was not perfect. By any means. By any means.
I got you. Where were you coming from, man?
This straight shot and the thing you left on here.
The only thing I
And
need
she's
you to
like,
do. Will you go
Let me
get
stop
me?
this real quick.
Hold on one second.
Hang on, just let's-
No, you're alright.
Just hang out for a second. We're just doing the whole accident thing, and then as soon as we get done with that, we guys will get her out of here.
Sound
Just
good.
hang out,
Yeah, we'll
just
be
one.
right back with you.
Just
We'll
love that, but she's
yeah.
fine. We're just
Will you
getting all the information.
Will you get her there?
Over there?
Info,
Yeah.
Her info to them.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna walk.
Cut them loose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have your driver's license just for the accident part? And insurance if you got it, that would be awesome. Is that what you wanted? For info for them?
Yes.
Okay. Are you okay? Because I can smell the airbags. I know that means that clearly. When all of us we can see too. You okay? Okay. Are you? Is this your Jeep or is this?
It's okay, buddy.
Back up for a second. Just a second.
Yeah, I have to find those.
You're okay. Is this a Wrangler?
It's my car.
Can you find your insurance card for me, hon?
Yeah.
And your driver's license, if you could.
Yeah. I feel like my insurance card was in someone else who took
That's okay. It doesn't matter. Then don't even worry about it. You're fine. Do you remember who your company would potentially be? You still own McKinley?
Yeah.
Okay. Katrina? Okay. How fast do you think you were going when you got in your accident?
Like less than 20.
Okay. Were you wearing your seatbelt?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, hon, let me kind of explain a couple things to you real quick. So,
I would love that.
based on what we're seeing, the evidence of that car, the damage on the Jeep, based on she stating that she was stopped at the stoplight on 5th Avenue and you essentially ran into the rear of her. Is that accurate?
My opinion. No. But I'm always gonna say no. So like I'd rather take your opinion too. Like no.
Okay, well that's kind of what the damage is showing, what their statement is saying, and things along those lines. So, couple uncomfortable questions. Where were you coming from this evening?
This ankle right here.
No, I mean where were you prior to you? Where were you coming from?
Just this road right here.
Right, I understand. What were you at home? Were you at work?
No,
were
it's
you?
not, like at my friend's place.
You're at your friend's. Okay, where were you heading to?
To go to pick up my friends at like a little bit past here, and then to the left.
Okay, yes, ma'am. What how much have you had to drink tonight?
Like 2 drinks.
Like 2 drinks. Okay. The reason I ask is you're slurring your speech at times. I know you were just involved in an accident. I smell an odor of alcohol coming from the passenger compartments of your vehicle. Now I'm picking it up coming from your breath in person. Okay. Do you why don't you pop back here with me? Let me make sure you're okay to drive, and then we'll have you out here. Okay? Does that sound like a plan? I'll tell you what. I'll make you a deal. No matter what happens tonight, I will release you to your friends this evening, no matter what. Okay? Does that sound like a plan? Okay. Are you the owner of this vehicle? Do you? Okay. Let's walk over here to car.
I go to the bathroom.
I do not have that capability. Give me.
Can you hold it for like 15 minutes?
Give me 15
Can I go to the
minutes.
bathroom with you?
I know, yeah, but can we, can you hold it? I'm not trying to make you feel like a child or anything.
Bathroom?
I know you do, but...
Do they have one?
No, it's okay. I can go to the bathroom on the floor.
No.
Do you want me to go ask them?
That would be fantastic. And then we'll kind of talk to her, and absolutely.
That's fine. Yeah, please.
Let's take a walk over here. Can I steal your phone from you? If I may, can I hold on to your phone? I'm just going to put it on my hood. Do you, let me ask you this, ma'am. Do you have anything wrong with your eyes? Do you have anything wrong with your eyes? Do you wear glasses, contacts?
No.
No glasses, no contacts?
Do not turn it up.
I know. Your friends are going to check us with the other bathroom. As soon as we find out, we will keep them through that. Okay? Deal?
Thanks, buddy. Okay, if you would, go ahead and step up here for me. I just want to take a look at your eyes and make sure you're okay to drive, okay? Do you have anything wrong with your eyes? Glasses or contacts?
Nothing.
How about any recent head injuries? No? Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to keep your feet together, and I want you to place your hands on your chin for me. If you would, do me a favor, take 2 steps that way. Yep, perfect. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my finger across your face left and right, okay? I want you to follow with your eyes, and your eyes only. Yep, just feet together, just like that. Toes to toes, heels to heels. Hands on your chin. I'm going to move my finger across your face left and right. I want you to follow with your eyes and your eyes only, okay? Does that make sense? Can you see the tip of my finger? Nope, don't worry about the light. Can you see the tip of my finger? That's what I want you to follow with your eyes, okay? I want you to keep your head still for me, okay? You ready? All the way out there. I'm going to hold it for a couple seconds, okay? Okay, last thing I want to do is I want you to follow my finger as I move it vertically, okay? All the way up. Do me a favor, place your hands back on your chin for me. One more time. Yep, just like that. All the way up. There we go. And then one more time. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so the next thing I want you to do is I want you to just turn around, and I'm gonna have you walk in a general straight line going this way, okay? Now, with that said, do you have anything wrong with your feet or your ankles? No. Do you have any inner ear problems? No? Okay, so I'm gonna give you a couple instructions first, okay? What I want you to do is I want you to leave your left foot where it is. I want you to bring your right foot in front of it, touching heel to toe, just like I am. I want you to bring your arms down at your side. I want you to stay just like this until I tell you to begin. Do you understand?
I do.
Okay, so
That's
just
a
like
hard
this.
task.
Right, yes ma'am, just like this. Left foot where it is, right foot in front, arms down at your side. Stay just like this until I tell you to begin, okay? When I tell you to, I want you to take 9 heel-to-toe steps, looking down at your feet, counting out loud each step you take with your arms down at your side, okay?
It's like kind of a hard task. Do I have like a give and take?
Well, no, ma'am, I want you to stand just like I am. Okay? So when I tell you to, I want you to take 9 heel-to-toe steps, looking down at your feet, counting out loud each step you take with your arms down at your side, okay? The first step you take with your left foot is going to be 1. I'm going to demonstrate 3. You're going to do 9, okay? It's going to look just like this. 1, 2, 3. When you get to your 9th step, you're going to leave your front foot where it is. You're going to take a series of small steps and come back and do the exact same thing. 9 heel-to-toe steps, looking down at your feet, counting out loud each step you take with your arms down at your side, okay?
See, I'm like kind of intimidated because
All
I'm
right.
going to get like a DUI.
Okay, well, here's why I'm asking you to do this, because I want to give you an opportunity to prove to me that you're not impaired. Okay, if you can do these tests properly, then either way we'll get you home. But it's not. Ma'am, I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
Can I go to the bathroom before?
Can you complete this and then go to the bathroom? If you can complete this and one other that takes 30 seconds, I'll let you go to the restroom. Okay. So you want me to explain? You do understand? Okay. Before you start.
I have to mark my I have to mark my feet.
Okay, but before you start, I want you to get in the starting position. Left foot where it is, right foot touching heel to toe, in front. Nope, switch your feet. Yep, arms down at your side. That's the proper starting position. Go ahead and begin if you understand. Okay, go ahead and turn around like I showed you. Okay, how many steps did you take?
I don't know, I'm terrified.
Okay, well, don't listen, ma'am. I promise you, No. I'll make you sure you get home safely tonight, no matter what happens. Okay. Okay. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to stand right here, right where my light is. I want you to face my car. So one more test, 30 seconds. I'll let you use the restroom. Okay. This way. I want you to face this way. So for this test, I want you to keep your Feet together, and your arms down at your side. I want you to stay just like this until I tell you to begin. Do you understand?
I understand.
When I tell you to, I want you to raise one foot off the ground. Either foot of your choosing. Either foot of your choosing, I want you to raise it off the ground approximately 6 inches, and I want you to point your toe. While you're doing this, I want you to look at your elevated foot and count out loud by 1,000s until I tell you to stop. Okay, you're going to do this with your arms down at your side. I'm going to demonstrate. It's going to look like this. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, and so on and so forth until I tell you to stop, okay? Do you see how my foot is parallel to the ground? Look at my foot, ma'am. Do you see how it's parallel to the ground? That's how I want your foot to look, okay? I do not want you to bend your knee. I want you to keep your legs straight for me. Do you understand what I want you to do? If you understand what I want you to do, begin. Count out loud.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Go ahead and pick your foot up. Continue where you left off.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is not a. Okay.
Okay, that's all right. That's all right. Go ahead and step over here. No,
you
you're all right.
understand when there's 6 cops walking.
Okay, you're all right. Go ahead and step over here. Step over here. No more tests. No more tests.
Okay.
Last thing I want you to do for me. Are you familiar with your alphabet?
I am.
I want you to recite your alphabet for me, starting at the letter E as in Edward, ending at the letter T as in Tom.
Okay.
I want you to recite it. I don't want you to sing it. No more tests with your arms. You can stand relaxed.
E F G H I J K L M N A O P Q R S T V U T A N A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y and Z.
Okay, okay, yes ma'am. So I want you to step over here. Any luck with the bathroom? Hold on.
No. Okay. Bathroom near your name.
Hold on 1 second. No good.
We're trying to figure out how to take you to the bathroom. I'll let you go to the bathroom. Because CVS is a no-go. I know you said you couldn't run, but we don't want you to do that. Everything's closed around here, unfortunately.
That's okay.
Let's get the process going and see where we're at.
Are we able to, while I begin paperwork, take her to
Let's
third
read.
net show?
Do you want to read? Get your reading done first?
No.
No?
No.
Damn. My, getting, holy goodness.
So listen, I'm going to place you on arrest for operating a vehicle under the influence this evening, okay? Now, I want to tell you something. It's going to be nothing more than you getting a ticket tonight, and we will release you to your friends.
Yep.
Okay? Before we do that, I'm not even going to place you in handcuffs right now because you have to use the restroom and things along those lines.
But also, oh my god,
But
I would never do that to you.
I want you to understand something, that what type of courtesy I'm extending you, okay? So I don't want you to use the bathroom in the back of the cruiser or on yourself. So I'm trying to do everything I can to help you this evening, okay?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to take your little...
Damn, so am I getting a DUI?
Yes and no. I mean, that's what they call it. They call it, yeah, they call it an OVI here, but put your thing right here.
She's gonna search you. First thing I'm gonna do is
I don't think, listen to me, I don't think
Can we go to the bathroom then?
Yes, I'm gonna take you to the bathroom, okay? So I don't think you have anything on you, but I just gotta make sure, okay? Alright.
yes, you can. Just hold it for 5 more minutes.
Spread your feet about shoulder length.
Right there, okay? I thought we were on good terms.
We are on good terms.
Not apparently.
So listen,
laughing.
I'm not laughing.
That's
I'm
funny,
trying
but I'm
to,
not laughing.
ma'am, I'm trying to help you out here.
I'm not,
So-
ma'am. I'm a miss.
Miss, I'm going to advise you of your rights, okay? I want you to just to listen to me. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be used against you in court. You have the right
It's
to talk to...
okay. Can
just
she
listen.
give me my
Deep breath,
rights?
Deep breath and listen. Yes, she can give you your rights.
I believe her. He's a good guy too, though.
He's doing you a solid, not putting you in handcuffs, dear.
I believe that, but...
I've worked with him for 7 years. Yep, I've worked with him for 7 years, and he's never done that for anybody.
Oh, he might as well.
Okay, honey. Just grab the license off.
Can you get my phone?
We're gonna leave it there because we're coming right back. These others are about a million officers here. Hop in,
Sitting in here for a second?
Hop in, honey.
To the bathroom.
I know, I'm taking you to the bathroom. That's exactly where we're going. We're gonna go there. So there's a speedway right up here, and that's where we're gonna go, okay? Yeah, I don't think so.
A few moments later.
Yeah. Over here, hon. I did not read her anything.
Okay, yeah.
Let's put her close.
You read her rights, right?
No.
Oh, you did not?
Nope.
Wait, come on.
You, we sure will. Let's go over here.
Really?
Give me your cuffs. We're at that point. Alright, so twist, turn around, hands behind your back on. Palms together.
Like you're praying, okay?
And now we're actually going to have to play along and do what we do. Why are you guys reading me? Wait, wait.
We're getting ready to, because you're under arrest.
Big enough.
I've got small ones in my car.
We'll find out when she plays it, you know what I mean? Because I'm afraid I think we're at the end of our rope.
Yeah, it might be.
She's been searched already, so.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna go. Okay.
Thank you.
Watch your head. Watch your head.
Gun popping.
Okay.
Would you be opposed to right decision?
No.
Yeah. Yes, please. Okay, awesome. So, ma'am, I have to read you 2 forms, okay? So essentially what's going to happen now is it's just the administrative portion of this. I have to read you 2 forms. One is going to be your constitutional rights, and 2 is going to be the BMV 2255, okay? It's the consequences of taking a breath test versus refusing a breath test. I have to legally read it to you. Take a test, and if you test over, you'll be suspended for 90 days, or you can refuse it shortly, maybe a little longer.